Oh, hey, Yuri. It is time. It is time. I am going to once again unsuccessfully make a mental note for myself to not speak so freaking quickly. We will do our best. We will fail. It's inevitable. Anyways, you know what that means. It is now time for me to start putting out the stream alerts. Okay, just give me a moment here. Bear with me, and by bear with me, I mean please turn into a bear right now. It might be a little warm wherever you live to become a bear, but I'm sure you'll like it by the end. I'm sure you'll just be like, wow, being a bear is pretty fucking dope. I would never not be a bear. Shoot, okay. I need my stream link again. Just a moment. I had the little settings thing open on YouTube so I could get the pop-out chat, but then I was kind of stupid and I closed it because I forgot I'd need the link later. Classic beauty. Hello Corvina, how are you doing today? Okay, that's Discord. Good job me. Good job, that's one. Okay, next is Twitter. No feet, damn, no. This is a no feet zone, so there are no feet. Good, I'm glad you're doing good. Live. Fuck, stop messing up. Live. Discussing how we do not lick. Oh, that's luck. Lick. Feet. Hashtag Vtuber. Link. And then, okay. Okay, that's it. Good job. Hello, Sal. Hello, Winch. How are we doing today? Is everybody to remove their feet and, throw out their entire box of Kleenex without using it? Because this is a no feet zone and a no Kleenex zone. These things are not allowed in this space. Oh, hi, Yuri. Hello, Thickish Dread. How are you doing today? Hello, Lust. How are you doing today? My fetish is groovy clothes. That is valid. Everyone likes someone who can dress smoothly. I mean, unless you like people who just wear like sweatpants and sweatsuits and baggy t-shirts. You know what? That is kind of valid too. Maybe not the most conventional, but I respect that. Someone just rolls in and they're just like, my fetish is people who dress as lazily as possible. I just think that's really hot. Hello, Aaron Scott. How are you doing today? How is everyone doing today? I'm good. Currently building a new fan. So when you say a new fan, do you mean like a robot who will follow you around everywhere and cheer you on? Or do you mean like the kind you plug into the wall because it's getting real fucking hot? Okay, so I still need to do my daily stuff here, but the topic is at the top of the screen, and we have a special goal, okay? If we can get 12,300 subs during the stream, I will tell you my weird fetish. And it is not one I have ever disclosed before. It is special and new and secret, okay? Okay, so on lunch, having a good day. I'm glad. Desk fan. That's really something. A bird just crashed into the window. That's concerning. I hope it's fine. Hello, Alexis. How are you doing today? Okay, let's get my daily chatter over with, so that we can move on to the real important shit. Okay. First of all, the weather today, real fucking crappy. I'm tired of that. Shit. I want the sun back. I want the warmth. I want to be slightly uncomfortably sweaty. Please give it back. I'm sure the animals would love it too. Hello, Lewis. How are you doing today? I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. And for lunch today, I made a large batch of spicy butter chicken and jeera rice, and it was fucking delicious. It's Friday, so we eat a little later than usual, so I wanted to make sure we had enough food, so there was a fuck ton of butter chicken and rice, and you know what, we pretty much ate all of it. And I do not regret that. I do not regret that at all. I'm okay today. Well, you know what, I hope tomorrow is even better, because you know what, it's the weekend. We are so close to the finish line for the week. I am so hyped. So yeah. This is a very important statement. I must tell you guys this. So basically, I came to a realization. I think I could be a competitive curry eater. I think I could just eat curry for hours and I would not care that I was overeating or starting to feel sick. I think I could simply continuously eat curry for many hours. So maybe that is a career I will pursue in the future. And if I ever quit being a VTuber, I want you to know that is what I have gone on to do. Become a competitive curry eater. So I hope you'll support me in fulfilling my dreams. My little brother says that liking feet is weird. He is correct. He is correct. Define weird fetish because there are various. We will be getting to that. Don't worry. We will be getting to that. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing today? That's a brave goal. It is a brave goal. You know, I thought that might be just a little difficult. So, I thought I could have done 12,200, but that's too easy because we're too close to that. So I wanted to make it just a little more difficult. If we don't hit it, no problem. I'm locking that secret up, throwing away the key, and you guys will never know. But if you want to know, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like the live stream and write in chat and or the comments to help boost it in the algorithm. I don't know. Sounds yummy. It was so good. It was so good. I added a little extra butter today. Do not regret. Hello, Jay. Hello, Jokey. How are you doing today? Is this a feet zone because there are no feet? Or are there no feet because it's a no feet zone? There are no feet here because before you enter the stream, your feet fall off. Like, you click on the thumbnail, or you click on the title, or you're scrolling through the shorts feed and the live stream pops up, your feet fall off. That's why it's a no feet zone. Also, if you happen to have like a box of Kleenex or tissues nearby, it just goes up in flames. Because those things are illegal in this stream, okay? First V curry eater, so true, so true. Wish you the best in your new profession. Thank you, Thickish Dread. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. Hello, Satish. How are you doing today? Got my feet shredded by an old shoe today. It's okay, I'm home now. So this is the perfect stream for you, because feet are not allowed here. Congratulations, Andrew. You are the chosen one. Hello, Jared. How are you doing today? I just realized I have the online status on Discord. People can see that I'm I didn't know you could actually set it so that people could see what streams and videos you were watching. That sounds incredibly dangerous. I would never put that on. I don't want people to know the weird shit I watch. Actually, it's mostly like, summary videos for reality TV shows, I'm not gonna lie. I really like watching the summaries for like 90 Day Fiancé. I think that shit is super entertaining. That's why my tissue is now ash. Yes. Yes, it is. I wanted to send feet emoji for a second. You can, but you will go up in flames immediately. Is tickling a weird fetish? You know what? Yes, it is, and thank you. I am going to add that to my list of weird things to discuss. Tickling. Don't worry, we'll get there. So, I would say the vast majority of weird fetishes are not, like, bad to like. It's just abnormal. And by abnormal, I mean most people are not into those things, and that's why we consider it abnormal. But I would say, like, 90% of them are completely harmless, and nobody cares that you like them. Okay? Most people will not care, even if you say, yeah, I like this thing that I'm pretty sure is weird, okay? Discord status. Watching the 38-hour Beverly Hillbillies analysis. That is so valid. That is like Don't even be embarrassed about that. That's just dope. That's just dope. I wonder if 4 is on my list. 4 is actually not on my list, and I did consider putting it. So we might get there, but we might not. Because I just feel like we've talked about that enough previously. If I feel like I'm running out of things to yap about, then we will certainly go that direction. But I was hoping to go in a different direction, but we'll see. We'll see. Finished my desk fan, and it's so quiet. Did you like build that from scratch, or like with a furniture kit, or from spare parts, or what? Okay, shoot. Okay. We are not yet done my list of daily topics, so we must continue. Okay, so before stream, I was still finishing my my chores for the day. Honestly, I've been at it since this morning. I'm really exhausted actually, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I was doing the laundry downstairs, and the dog started crying, and I was just like, oh my god, is there somebody trying to break into the house? Is that why the dog is upset? And it was just like, dog, shut up. And he did shut up. And I was just like, oh my god, what if there is somebody there? And I just shut up the dog, and now my husband can't hear the dog, and now I'm fucked and I'm going to be murdered. No, the dog was just lonely. I finished the laundry and went upstairs, and there was no one. The dog was just lonely. So I'm fine. I was not murdered. There was no serial killer. Thankfully. Is sending links forbidden in chat? Yeah, you cannot send links in chat. Hi Fluffy Goose, my day could be better, so I'm hanging out with you this afternoon. I'm sorry to hear that. Jared. I do hope your day gets better, but if not, I hope you at least have an amazing weekend. The week is almost over. We just have a few more hours to go, and then, unless you work on the weekend, which would fucking suck, the rest of us are just safe to do whatever the fuck we want. Me, I stream 7 days a week. I cannot escape you guys. And you guys got me chained in the basement, and I can't escape. Doggy needs a friend. Yeah. Giantess fetish on your list. You know what? It isn't, but that's a fun one. So let's put that on the list. Just bought it, but I had to put the blades in cage, but I left the cage off because it makes it quieter. So what happens if you accidentally, okay, not accidentally, what happens if you intentionally put your hand in the cage to play with the blades because you get too curious? How do you resist that temptation without the barrier there? Do you think that's a fetish? Like putting your dick in a fan? I hope not. I mean, I hope not, but I'd be lying if I said I haven't seen some weird shit over the years. Back into the content mines. Yeah, I can't escape. The Yuri yearns for the mines. Oh, so something good actually happened to me today. I know, that's unfucking believable. I opened Star Rail, and I was recharging my weekly pass because it almost ran out, and I rolled Jinglu. I got her in 35 pulls total. Fucking miracle. I'm never lucky like that. It's been okay. So before I rolled Jinglu, I rolled Clara at like 42 pulls on Loach's banner, and I was just like, shit, it's not right, but at least I can move on to Jinglu on the next round and know it'll be Jinglu. And then I got both of them early. I'm just like, fuck yeah, bitch. Hell yeah, bitches. Hi, Vivi Tashi. Vivi Stashi, how are you doing today? Sorry. The penith in car door fetish. So true. So true. It's not sharp enough to cut me. Well, that's good. You might be able to break your finger, though. Probably, or something along those lines. Oh, you just tested it. Shit. Okay. So what you're saying is having the cage off is in fact dangerous because you can't resist the temptation to put something in it. Do you think Gojo is hot? Let me Google him because I don't watch Jujutsu Kaisen, so I don't remember what he looks like. Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo. He just kind of looks like a guy. I give him a 6 out of 10, I guess. 6 out of 10. I guess he looks like an average dude. You know who's hot? My husband is hot. I mean, I'm not gonna show you my husband, I'm just gonna keep him to myself, but my husband's pretty hot. No way good stuff happens? I know. I found that so fucking shocking. I have a question about a character I kind of simp over in an anime. Shoot. Give me the question. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Is watching someone get skinned and you enjoy it considered a fetish? Is enjoying to see people in suffering and pain a fetish? Is murder a fetish? Yes. I'm pretty sure all of those things are just fall under snuff. Maybe don't watch snuff. Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka? I want Jinglu, but I'm saving for Robin. We still have a bit to go before Robin. I say roll for Jinglu, also because Jinglu was a top tier DPS. I opened Starl, I'm very sorry. Hello, perfect fan. How are you doing today? Doing good, how about you? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Is being into armpits a fetish? Yes. Okay. Liking any specific part of the body is, as far as I know, considered a fetish. That's so wholesome. Has been simp beauty. So true, so true. Digimon cards have some great art on them. They do. And you know what else has great art? Yu-Gi-Oh! Fastuals, or whatever it's called. The art on those is just crazy. It looks so nice. I love the one in the new Dark Magician Girl art. So pretty, so pretty. If Gojo is average, 90% of guys are doomed. You know what? There's someone out there for everyone. What if more guys just kissed each other instead of worrying about what women thought of them? I think this would solve many problems. I think we can solve the male loneliness epidemic this way. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. You're into who you're into, you can't change that. Is it weird that I simp over Yubel from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? No, Yubel is hot. Yubel is hot. I give them like a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Are ears a weird body part to like? If you just like them passively, no. You can think they're cute. But if you like look at an ear and you're like, damn, that's kind of hot. I wanna lick that ear. Or I wanna put something in that ear. Yeah, that's definitely a fetish. That, you know what? Different strokes for different folks. I'm not going to judge you if you're like, damn, I'm into some sexy ears. Oh, just a second. I just realized I did not change back the mouth tracking from the 30 last night. That is bothering me now that I noticed. Okay, mouth tracking should be much. Yeah, the mouth tracking is much better now. Shoot, I lost my browser. Chat. There we go. There we go. Nail fetish. Well then, right now. Yeah, you can like nails. A lot of people like painted nails actually, or like pedicured nails. Those are pretty big fetishes, I think. As far as like not just liking normal things go, I think like hands, feet, nails, I think those are pretty common. Is liking Gyaru too much a fetish? Yeah, yes it is. Food trail, like pudding, strawberries, blueberries. Yeah, that's like a food fetish thing. That's what male friends are for. So true. Kissing the homies goodnight. So true. So true. Kiss your homie tonight. Give him a big smooch on the lips and tell him how much you appreciate his friendship. I'm happy I found someone like me who thinks Yubel is hot. That's because Yubel is simply hot. Are there teeth fetishes? I guarantee there are. I think we call them dentists. I mean, you gotta got something wired a little differently up there if you spend every day with your hands in people's mouths, rooting around with their disgusting teeth. Okay, now... Okay. That tracking is wild. Let me... Okay. Is that better? Is that better? Okay. I think... Okay, that's better. That's better. Sorry. I had to fix the smoothing. It was way too low. Where was I? Oh, that's not my chat. There. Oh, I lost my list. I lost my list. How about NTR? Zatsudan is a big fetish. Well, I wouldn't say like big like a lot of people like it, but it's definitely a fetish. A relatively well-known one if you're in doujinshi. Tongue deep with the bros? Exactly. Exactly. My hungry ass can never be a dentist. Yeah, that would be disgusting. That would be disgusting. Dentists get paid stacks. That's probably the main motivation over gonna come. Well, that's because you're doing something fucking disgusting. I mean... It's... I don't know. They probably see a lot of weird shit. My brother thinks saying that U-Bell is hot is weird. Your brother needs better taste. That's what Big Sis says. Hello, Gonzi. How are you doing today? Apparently there's a handkerchief code for fisting etiquette. What? What's that handkerchief code? And what's... I didn't know there was fisting etiquette. I thought you just kind of went elbow deep and hope it worked out and you didn't need to go to the hospital afterwards. Like, NTR is niche, but people who like it really like it. So true. So true. Is prostitution a weird fetish? That's kind of a tough one. I don't think it's strange to be interested in the people who do sex work in the various ways they do sex work. But I think if you specifically have like a fetish for various kinds of sex work, I would say that is kind of a weird fetish. Like if you're just passively participating in it because it's convenient, that's one thing. But if you're very specifically participating in it because it just gets your rocks off extra hard, then I do think that could be a weird fetish. And I only say that because, I mean, people participate in that for various reasons, but not specifically because it's what they're into, you know? Fetish tier list later. If we have time before it gets, if we have time, then we can give it a try if I can find one that isn't super... Actually, no, I just probably won't be able to show it on screen. I might be able to put it in the Discord afterwards, later, maybe. We'll see. If I can find, like, a list I can use that's pre-existing. I can't really make one on the fly. Too much work. Is being into monster girls weird? I would say it is kind of like a weird fetish, kind of. But I think it's like a common one. A common one. Right up there with like being into furries and being into aliens. I would put those three kind of as just like a... They're their own separate fetish, but I would put them in like a specific category, which is likes humanoids that are not entirely human kind of thing. And I think a lot of people fall into one of those categories. Just like maybe one, maybe two, you know? People who have a giantess fetish go by the saying, the bigger the better. Valid. Valid. People who do sex work are literal pros at it. They are indeed professionals. That is the definition of a professional. You do something and you make money from it. With VTubers like this, who needs a therapist? Okay. One thing I will never do is pretend to be your therapist, but next week I will pretend to be your cult leader, which is a close second. Hello, ST. Hello, Malar. How are you doing today? Cleveland steamer. Oh, it's like steamer. Oh, that's a little different. Is biting your hand over and over a weird fetish? No, that just sounds like you've developed a bad habit that you should probably try to stop doing for your own health. Just simply doing something and forming a habit does not mean it's a fetish. That's a habit, a bad habit. We all have some bad habits. Here, I'll tell you what my bad habit is. It's a little embarrassing, but if I'm too bored, if I'm too stressed out or anxious, like literally any of those things, so it can happen pretty often, I just scratch my head. That's what I do. It's a really hard habit to kick because I've had it forever. You know, it's weird. It's not a fetish. I'm not doing it because I want to. It's more of just like an automatic body response, you know? Hello, Sergeant. Hello, Singo. Hello, Setsu. How are you doing today? And there's no shame in having a bad habit, but if you are conscious of it, and it is something that could hurt you or damage you, please do consciously try to make an effort to stop it when you notice it. You gotta take care of yourself, okay? Okay, little foxes? You don't want to accidentally make yourself bleed and get an infection or something and then die. Please don't die. Where does futanari fall in? I would say that's a relatively common fetish in the doujin fandom. It's weird in that not everyone has that kind of interest, but I think there's still much stranger things. I would say that's probably going to be a decent portion of people who read like doujins who are into that kind of thing. Zombies are hot. Same goes with robots. I think I like both. There we go. That kind of falls into like the likes things that are humanoid, but not necessarily fully human. I think if I had to guess, I would say like 80% of people are into something like that, even if they're too embarrassed to admit it. Monster girls are weird by normie standards. Yeah, they are. They are. Is having your ears played with massaged weird? I wouldn't say it's weird. I don't think that's weird inherently. No. If you were saying... Okay, wait, shoot. Okay, so we kind of got into the main topic before I was ready, but just a reminder, okay? Please, it's a stream rule, but also a special reminder for this stream. A reminder, please do not participate in chat. I technically cannot stop you from watching the stream. It is what it is. Please be aware of the content you're consuming online. Please be safe, blah, blah, blah. But if you're a minor, please do not participate in the chat, okay? This is an adult-only chat, especially for this stream, okay? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, sorry, let me just quickly finish up the two topics I had left over on my daily talk. So I don't forget them later. So, the schedule and the waiting rooms for next week will be up after this stream, whenever I have time to finish them up, so sometime today. And, of course, I don't make waiting rooms for weekend streams, but we stream every day, okay? So, Saturday and Sunday, at some point, when I'm ready, there will be streams. And they will most likely just be chatting. That's just how I roll. The just chatting seems to work really well. I have a fuck ton of things to say, you know? I don't know where it comes from, but it exists. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, let me finish catching up to chat. Cult leader, what's your command? Give me all your money. Give me your credit card, your mother's maiden name, all the sets numbers, the expiration date, all that good shit. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. And if you see any weird charges, please do not question it. This is the will of Yudi. Just kidding. Just kidding. Who's your favorite VTuber? Keisan. I love Keisan. She is so cool. She is so cool. Hello, Sergeant. Hello, Kayla. Did I miss anyone else? Nope. How are you doing today? Oh, hello, SCP. How are you doing today? I knew it. I knew as soon as I said that, someone else would pop in. My bad habit is biting my nails. Yeah, biting nails is a very, very common bad habit. Please, please, if you have this habit, please try to stop yourself when you notice. That one is a really bad one. You can really fuck up your fingers doing that, and they can get infected easily because we use our hands for so much, you know? Please be careful. If you make yourself bleed, please go clean it. Put a band-aid on it. Make sure you're not just leaving open wounds flinging around when you wipe your ass. Please don't wipe your ass with open wounds on your hands, okay? What's your favorite anime? That's a good question. I would say my two most recent favorite anime are Free-Run and The Apothecary Diaries. So good. So good. I also like, for older ones, I like Madoka Magica. So good. So good. Meow. Meow to you too. Is cracking your knuckles a fetish if you enjoy it? So if you just do something but you enjoy it, but it's not like in a sexual way, I wouldn't really say. So it's kind of confusing because some people do use fetish as a word not to mean like specifically sexual attraction to something, just as like a thing you like. You know what? Okay, no. Let's not go in circles. Let's just Google the definition. Okay. Okay, that's not helpful. Let me see the full definitions. Okay. So, definition A from the Merriam-Webster. An object believed to have magical power or protect or aid its owner. So, I guess you could say, if I'm your cult leader, I'm also your fetish because you must believe that I have the power to protect. Yes, because I protect. Just kidding. Definition B. No, those are still the same thing. You know what? This definition kind of sucks. Oh, never mind. An object of irrational reverence or obsessive devotion. Okay, so something like you abnormally like, not necessarily in a sexual way. And then the last definition. An object or bodily part whose real or fantasized presence is psychologically necessary for sexual gratification. And is an object of fixation to the extent that it may interfere with complete sexual expression. Okay, I think that's going a little far. Maybe the definition is just evolved, but I've never really seen anyone talk about a fetish, and it's just like, oh hell yeah, I can only get off to bags of ground wheat. No people for me, just ground wheat. I don't know anyone like that. Sorry, that was a stupid example. Who's into bags of ground wheat? Mine is, damn, I just want to be loved. That is so valid. That is so valid. Is stuck in a wall a weird fetish? Yes. You know what? Let me put that on the list. You know, that's actually a really common one. That's kind of, well, not like common, but I mean, I've seen way too many doujinshi where it's just like, suddenly there's a person and they're teleported and now they're stuck in a wall. What the fuck? It's so weird. I like stone, that is valid. I also like stone, so valid. Watching vor makes me cringe. That is valid. That is valid. What a good day to be 18. You are welcome to use the chat then. I like robots and monsters too, but they don't need to be human shaped to be hot. Valid. Valid if you like, what's the little guy called from Star Wars? The little beepy guy. You know, if you're into him, that's fair. I'm not gonna judge. You're into what you're into. Minors, yeah. Yes, definitely the kind of minors I meant. Is having a crush on demons a bad habit? That depends. Are the demons cursing you? And or are you selling your soul to the demons? Then I would say yes, that's a bad habit. Hello Dookie, how are you doing today? Bucky, Hanma, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I haven't heard of the first one, but I am a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And unfortunately. So I think, so valid. I'm a big fan of the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think I've ever really fully finished any of the other seasons, even though I thought they were interesting. I have a fetish for well-spoken, literate, and unfiltered people. So valid. I wouldn't say that's a weird fetish. ST, I would say that's more concerning because it sounds like a psychopathic behavior. You might need a therapist for that one. That's my recommendation. Hello, Omnipresent. Hello, Salt RR. How are you doing today? My brother has a thing for very posh English. I'm assuming you mean accents. Oh yeah, accents. Yeah. R2D2, yeah. If you like R2D2, that's so valid. Accents is kind of a common thing, but I don't think most people necessarily have a fetish for it, if that makes sense, as much as they're just like, that sounds good to my ears. I like that sound kind of thing. But I just feel like that wouldn't be a deal breaker for most people unless it was like, I don't know, a strong country accent or some shit, and they were just like, well, that's disgusting. Yeah, it is kind of... No, just kidding. You sound like how you sound like, and that's valid. Trust me. Even if you sound like you're from the Beverly Hillbillies, which came up earlier, there's somebody out there who will be into you. Fetish formally means something necessary for gratification, but colloquially it has the same meaning as kinks, which is just something that's not necessarily sexual, but you find arousing. Yeah, that's kind of my take on it too. It's kind of my take on it too. Hello Eric, how are you doing? Good morning. Some of you robo-sexers are cowards. You will smash 2B, but not the maid robot for the just... I forgot about her. Holy shit. Damn, that's an old-ass show. Andrew, you are dating yourself, mentioning the Jetsons. That's an old person show. You must also be at least 69 years old. I would an RFID scanner, so there's that. Sorry, I need to Google what that looks like. Just for, like, visual... That's valid, I guess. I guess that's valid. I guess. I'm trying my hardest here, Vivi Stashi, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see the appeal, but you know what? Okay, wait, never mind. I just remembered if you take like the shell off electronics, there's like all the things connected to each other and you can plug things into each other, and now okay, we're fine. We're fine now. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see where you're coming from now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So some of the Transformers too, damn. Yeah. You know what? There's... Oh, I should put that on the list. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it yet. I'm gonna put that on the list. Okay. We'll get to it when we get to it, okay? Sorry, I lost my place. I don't know who the Jetsons are, but GLaDOS, though. She's just an eyeball type of thing. But you know what? At least you can talk. At least you can talk. She can read you some sexy fanfic or something. Beauty, what's your type? I will tell you when we reach 12,300 YouTube subscribers. By the way, I can't actually see the count, so if we hit that, you're going to have to tell me so that I can just manually check it. I can't just constantly refresh my channel, or I'll just like jump scare myself or something. Can't listen to my own voice. Can't listen. Also, don't want the internet to drop. You know, just a safety thing. I'm a boomer. You know what? There's a fetish for that too, I'm sure. There's probably someone out there who's just like, damn, boomers are hot. Like, okay, boomer, except that's not the end of the sentence. The end of the sentence is, get in the back of my van. I don't know. I'm doing well. I can't stay here. I have stuff to do. Have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy the fuck out of your weekend. Is bondage a weird fetish? Let's put that on the list. Let's put that on the list. I think that's probably actually one of the more common things people are into, to be honest. Because, I mean, most bondage is just wearable clothing you can wear in your daily life anyways, right? And you know, bondage is also becoming more and more just like a regular fashion statement. I noticed that recently. Like, people are into like the top parts. Can't remember what it's called. Like the harnesses. The harnesses are coming in hot for fashion lately. I noticed that. And excessive belts. Just like Tetsuya Nomura woke up one morning and was just like, oh fuck yeah, I knew this would happen. I'm ready. Feet, but they must be covered in honey, ketchup, and mustard. That is valid. That is valid. Bondage isn't weird if you're not 100%, 1000% vanilla. Yeah, that's, I would say, really common. Really common. Real talk, gentle femdom, goated. I hear a lot of people are into femdom. For some reason, especially the people who watch me, and I don't... No, I'm just kidding. I know why. It's because of the videos I put out. You know what? That's valid. I think a lot of people like femdom, male dom, just regular dom, any kind of dom. Because in a way, they just like feeling like when your life is out of control and you don't have control over anything, it feels nice to think that, you know what, somebody else is here to tell me what to do and I don't have to find the path myself, except it's sex. So wait, I don't know. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that. I kind of lost myself real quickly. Just pretend I said something that made sense, okay? Pretend I said something that made sense. Thank you. Thank you, little foxes. I'm glad you understand. Oh shit, time to call my cult members. So true. So true. Insects seem to be relevant among several sites. I can't seem to see the appeal. Yeah. I'm not gonna put that one on my list. That's one I would like to forget. That's one I don't want to think about. No thanks. No thanks. Harnesses slap. Can't wait until construction worker core becomes mainstream. My favorite is how in Canada we have like lumberjack core. Just plaid shirts. Very in fashion. Very beautiful. Hello, cool. How are you doing today? Yes, but also we're open being at your partner's mercy. It's a trust thing. That's valid. That's a nice way to look at it. Like a trust exercise, but sexy. Yeah, there are many sub-fetishes in BDSM. BDSM is more of a collective in the same way that simply liking a humanoid, non-human kind of thing is a collective. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Except it's not poison. It's what's the word? What's the word? The thing that makes people horny. You know that thing? That thing. You know what I mean. Just take away my need to choose, fam. So true. So true. Don't give me 3 starter Pokemon choices. Just give me one of them. Make it super cute. Give me that. That's fine. That's fine. Sociologically speaking, it's the opposite. Rich people and CEOs and such who have a lot of control over their lives usually like to be submissive in bed. That makes sense. That makes sense. They're tired of making the decisions. They want somebody else to decide for them. They've already done bossing people around for the day. That was their day job. They don't want to do that at home. So true. So understandable. Okay, give me a second here. I'm almost out of water. I want to get some more water, and then we can finally get to my my list of things that are on topic. Be right back. Don't worry, I'm back. I did not abandon you. I did not go to the milk store and never come back. Sorry. I'm sorry if that re-traumatized anyone. If only you could choose your fetish. Like, some people are legit heartbroken because they think they have a weird fetish. Imagine you were about to be born and there's just a fetish selection screen. Imagine screwing yourself over like that and you just don't remember. And you're just like, I hate life. But you did it to yourself. That would suck. That was some big booba. Actually, they're average. Just kidding. Hello, Ria. How are you doing today? I swear Yudi is building a psychological profile of us from the fetish we mentioned. Yes, I have a list, and I'm writing it down so that I know how best to exploit you to get you to give me your credit card numbers. I'm just kidding. A character creation screen in general would be goated. So true. So true. One intelligence? Yeah, that's what I selected apparently. Currently 12.2k, so getting hell yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for the update. Let's keep pushing to 12.3. Every subscription counts, guys. Every subscription counts. No botting. No botting, okay? That sucks. That does not help. But actual people visiting, make sure to hit subscribe if you like what you see. That's fine. That's fine. Hello, Disappear. How are you doing today? My fetish is imagining I died and then God asks me what I want to be reborn as, and then I come up with fucked up stuff. I want to be reborn as a dung fly, a dung beetle. I want to eat shit for the rest of my life. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay, I have a secret for you guys. This is like the secret to life. This kind of already only works if you're like dating someone already, but I'm going to let you in on a secret if you want to get laid more, okay? Do their chores for them. Do their chores for them, and cook a nice meal for them, and then clean it up also afterwards. These are the two big things that get people. These are the secret fetishes. They work on like anyone. Just treating people with kindness so that they have energy. Now, there's one slight issue with this, which is if you tire yourself out from doing that, then you're not going to be in the mood, and well, you screwed yourself over. But you know, just try to balance it. Try to balance it. That's the secret to life. That's the secret to life. Okay, just wanting my browser history read at my funeral weird. I would consider that a fetish. I'd consider that like what's the word? Exhibitionism. That's like posthumous exhibitionism. That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. Or humiliation fetish. Yudi's a scat man. No. No. Not gonna lie, people who have a giant fetish are valid. Imagine your normal fetish with the body part. Yeah. Giantess, valid. Gigantic booba, valid. Gigantic PP, valid. You like what you like. One word for so true, Austin. So true. My impression that being very dominant worked best. You know what? That works on a lot of people. One thing I've realized since forever is that most people are bottoms. Most people are bottoms. That is true. That is true. They just want to be topped. What if my girlfriend is in another country and we can only talk on Discord? I mean, you're limited in what you can do anyways. Save up money to go visit then. Save up money to go visit faster. That's my advice. Okay, but real talk. Real talk for like long distance relationships. A lot of people tell you it can't work out. That is so not true. That is so not true. I was a long distance relationship with my husband. I mean, we're not anymore, but you know what the best thing we did? Best thing we did was meeting up in person as soon as possible. Things like in person and online, they're not always the same. Or no. You know what? They're never quite the same, okay? So it's important to meet someone as quickly as you can so that you can find out what those differences are and if you can make it work from there. Exhibitionism. Gigantic booba mentioned. So true, so true. Hello, Spice Man. How are you doing today? Does fantasy stuff count, or is it only like actual fetishes you can only do IRL? No, fantasy stuff counts. Fantasy stuff counts. Did you meet on Discord? We met through a mutual community. That's about as much as I'm willing to say. Just for safety purposes. Yeah, distant relationships only don't work out if you don't start planning on meeting up. Yeah. I think... Sorry, let me drink some water. I think some people commit the cardinal sin of online relationships, which is thinking that it's okay to keep waiting and waiting until you meet up with someone. When really that just... I would say at some point, it's just going to become awkward when you do finally meet up in person if you wait too long. It's like, we waited this long, but we've been together for like 3 years. This just feels a little awkward. And then you're just going to feel uncomfortable. That's not a good feeling. So I say, the sooner you can meet up, the better. Within reason. Within reason. Thanks for stopping by, Sal. Thank you. I hope the rest of your day is great. Hello, Reese. How are you doing today? I know there are people with body transformation fetishes, like turning into animals or something else. That's literally Baldur's Gate 3 and one of the first ads they had. That is literally, Halcyon. Literally Halcyon. Halcyon IRL. Emotional vulnerability is a weird fetish. Can't relate. Me and my girlfriend have been in an online relationship for like a year. Try to meet up. Try to meet up. That's Big Sis's advice. Try to meet up. It's important. It's important with online relationships. Sorry, I know that was unsolicited advice. It's just a topic, kind of a weird topic, that when it comes up, I don't know. I feel like you have like two spectrums of the advice when online relationships come up. One is break up, it'll never work. And then the other is there is no advice because nobody knows what to say. Animore fans. So true, so true. So it really sucks bad if you meet up after 3 years and then you realize you can't stand each other. Yeah. Yeah, that would really suck. The Halcyon stuff is actually pretty unpopular with that crowd. The poof transformation because they actually like seeing the body morph into another. I didn't realize it went that deep. I actually didn't. Okay, so you are saving up money. Good, 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 good. That is the exact correct thing to do. Okay. Okay, let's see. 1 hour into the stream, let's start on my main topic list. Weird fetishes. So what I mean is just non-standard things that if you just ask someone on the street, there's like a 90% chance they would say, no, I'm not into that. Not because they're embarrassed, but because they're just not into that. So it's not like we're saying most people don't have a weird fetish. Personally, I think most people do have some kind of weird fetish. I think it's more likely that someone has one than not. I just don't think they're all super crazy things, okay? So we're kind of looking at like a game of numbers, okay? So that's what I mean by weird fetish. Okay, so first of all, feet. I want to clarify once again, this is a no foot zone. As soon as you clicked on the stream or accidentally found it while scrolling, your feet fell off. Cool, because nobody here has feet. And I just want to also clarify, based on the thumbnail, that I am not a foot looker. Never licked feet. Never looked at a foot and thought, damn, that's sexy. But, however, I do have exposed feet on my model. That is not catered to people who are into feet. That's just because I don't like socks. Did you write down mind control or mind break? I did not. You remind me of someone? Who do I remind you of? I'm curious. Hello, I am Mind. How are you doing today? The female version of my PFP. I can't actually see your PFP, to be honest. I'll have to take your word for it. I have no feet and I must run. So true. That's how the undead is get you. Oh, I should put that on the list. Yandere. I would say the collar and leash is a weird fetish. I would also say that kind of is filed under pet play, which is a whole bunch of things. I have no tongue and I must lick. That's gotta suck. Because if you have no tongue, you can't really talk, right? That sucks. Do they have prosthetic tongues? That seems like it would be useful. If we haven't developed that. Yet, we should probably start working on that. Just finished washing my dishes to the talk of feet and fetishes. Great morning. So true. I finished eating lunch, finished cleaning up, then came into the stream room to start talking about this shit with you guys. So I've had a pretty interesting and busy day. So I noticed that, like, with anime fans, there's quite a bit of overlap with feet fetishes. Oh, okay. So there's this one anime. What is it? Shangri-La something. It was from like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Shangri-La Frontier. There we go. And I noticed, like, every other keyframe is just a foot shot. A barefoot. You can't tell me there's not someone on the team for this anime who's not very specifically putting in all these shots of feet intentionally. At some point, it's just a little sus. Why would we need prosthetic tongues? It's not like it would feel taste for us. That is true. Sounds like a dank morning. So true. Seagull. Feet. If that doesn't summon him, I don't know what will. I finished doing some more work while talking about fetishes. So valid. I feel like feet is borderline mainstream now. So that's the thing. Hello, John. How are you doing today? I think, like, specific body part fetishes, I think those are, like, the most common type of fetish. It's just that anything outside of what would be considered like a secondary sex characteristic is kind of considered an outlier. So, like, liking hands, liking fingers, liking feet, liking toes, liking nails, you know, that kind of thing. I think those are weird fetishes, but common ones. I don't know if there's, like, any studies, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was, like, a quarter of the population likes one body part or other kind of thing, you know? Are thighs a secondary sex characteristic? Not as far as I know. But I would say they're like a commonish one, like feet. Legs are a big thing. Legs are a big thing too. But thighs, I feel like the thighs should get a special pass for being a normalish weird fetish because it's so close to the crotch in the ass, and those are secondary sex characteristics, you know? So it's in proximity for the normal areas. Same with like the back and the shoulders and the chest. Not like the boobs, but like the chest area, like the stomach and that stuff. I think anything in close proximity is relatively normal, and the farther you get from that proximity, the less people like it, kind of thing, you know? Because there's less of an obvious association. That's just my guess. I'm not a doctor. I should be a doctor, and somebody should give me a PhD on this shit, because I think I'd be really good at it. But I am not. I'm literally just pulling this shit out of my ass like it's someone's fetish. What about eyes? I think a lot of people like eyes. Hello, Firelight. Hello, little Toontery. Hello, Superl Hamster. How are you doing today? I'm sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. Doing meh? I'm sorry to hear that, John. I hope the rest of your day gets better. So close to the weekend. Gotta try to enjoy the weekend. So important. Can't have our weekends taken from us. Wasn't foot fetish like 16%? That sounds about right. I personally wouldn't be surprised if it was as high as like 25%. I don't think liking feet is that weird. Liking the whole body? That is so valid. That is so valid. A normal guy and a normal gal can have very similar thighs with a similar diet. True. So true. So true. Hello, Milkman. How are you doing today? Toonty is fine by me. Hope you're good. Okay. Toonty it is. Toonty it is. I am doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay. So that was feet. But I have a more specific foot fetish I want to talk to you about. Because it's special. Military psyops really does it for me. That is so valid, Alex. How are you doing today? Okay, this specific foot fetish is so weird, but okay, I've admitted this once, but I did see a video of it one time, and I was just like, you know, I can kind of understand where they're coming from. I don't know if I'd be able to actually explain it like verbally, what I felt in that moment, but okay. So it's like close-up video of like a person wearing like a high heel or something, but their shoe while they're wearing it is like stuck in super glue or something like that. So the video is them like trying to pull their foot with the high heel out of the glue. I just think there's something about this that is full of like raw, unfiltered sexual energy. I wish I was joking, but for those few seconds I kind of did understand. I don't think I would be into that anymore, but that one time I watched the video, I was just like, yeah, I kind of get that. I kind of get that. No shame. No shame. Hi, Freddy. How are you doing today? Hello, Madam Vigilante Bunny. How are you doing today? What do you think of rolled up sleeves? Okay, so I used to be like indifferent to like, fuck, I see another fucking ant. Just a second. I'm sorry, I see an ant. I'm sorry. I need to get rid of that bitch. Motherfucker, get out from there. Where the fuck did you go? Bitch, get away from my computer. Find my mom. I lost the ant. I lost it. Where the fuck did it go? Shit. I'm stuck in my office, my streaming room with a fucking ant. Shit. It disappeared. It disappeared, guys. I don't know where it went. Where the fuck did it go? I saw it climbing down the wall. Fuck, it's probably under the fucking curtain. Well, I got tissues if it ever comes back, but now I'm scared I'm gonna be sitting here and there's gonna be like an ant crawling up my legs or something, and that's... Fuck. Sorry, where was I? I think that's weirder than just standard foot licking. You know, okay, so people who are into feet, I don't even think that's like their normal thing. I don't think feet licking or like toe sucking is like the usual thing, but it could be wrong. Maybe it's like a subsection. Like there's some people into like the feet licking and the feet and the toe sucking, and then there's just some people into like touching the feet, and there's some people into like touching the feet, you know? You feel the distinction there? I feel like that's something you do to someone on April Fool's. Yeah, it kind of is. I get it moment. Yeah, it was. At least it's not a flying cockroach. I feel like it's worse. I feel like it's worse. I feel like this is maybe not the stream you wanted new viewers to walk in on, but here we are. I'm strapped in. Let's get into this, Lamau. No. This is the stream I wanted to get new viewers. Unironically, I've just been doing batshit crazy streams like this for like the past week. You know what? People seem to like it. Who am I to deny them? Who am I to deny them the content that they want? Hello, Cinnamon. How are you doing today? Okay. So, we talked about, like... Hello, Poi. How are you doing here? Staying for a stream. Glad to be here. See, this is... I want people to see me at my best, not my worst. I feel like my best is when I am just given free reign to talk about whatever the fuck I want. I think that is just so great. So great. Hello, Ace. How are you doing today? This is definitely the stream. I'm a new viewer, so I know. See, it was a great idea. Don't judge me too much, but I like the idea of having someone sit. The heart icon is blocking the word. Something over my back, like a barefoot. Walk over my back, like a barefoot massage. That is so valid. Okay, you know what? Sorry, I forgot. Somebody asked about, like, rolled up sleeves, and then the air scared me and distracted me. I finally remembered. Okay, so I used to be indifferent to, like, arms. Then I noticed that my husband has really sexy arms. I was just like, you know, I'm kind of into that. I'm just like, damn, you have really nice arms. I like touching them. And I stare at them. Maybe that's a little creepy. Maybe I shouldn't stare at them. Should I be embarrassed? Should I be embarrassed? Great, hope you're having a nice day. I am. Other than the fact that I'm stuck in here with an ant, and I don't know where it went. Unless I saw it was near my desk. But now I can't find it anymore and I'm kind of scared. I don't like ants in my space. Or really any insects for that matter in my space. Hello, Katsu. Did I say hello, Milk? Hello, Milk. Hello, Katsu. Hello, Bash. How are you doing today? Damn, boy, you got some thick ass arms. No. You're like slightly muscular. It's very nice. Very nice. We like weird chat. So true. See, this is what the people demand of me. Who am I to deny them? What do you think about mewing? I mean, it's fine. I feel like things like cat ears, dog ears are kind of like in the commonish things that people are into. And I feel like animal sounds coming from human are also in there. Do you like hands? No, I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent at best to hands. But then there are like the other spectrum of hands that I'm actively disgusted by. In the same way that I could be like actively disgusted by feet. And it's when like you got like the dirt stuck under your nails and all the skin's all peeling off and stuff. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. Gotta take good care of your hands. Hello, Galaxy. Hello, man dude. How are you doing today? Hello, Michael Good. How are you doing today? I subscribed solely by reading the top of this stream and I'm enjoying the stream so far. Thank you for this interesting stream. See, this is what the people demand. It is what I give them. That aunt might come back with friends. Unfortunately. I have to be really careful when I do find an aunt that I don't just leave the tissue in here because I'm scared it's gonna like give off pheromones that attract more ants. So I don't leave the tissues in here. That would be gross. Scat is on my list to discuss. Wait, no, scat is not on my list. Oh yeah, it is. We will get there. We will get there eventually. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. Only thing mewing does is help you nose breathe if you don't already. Wait, really? Mew. 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 I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I think that's bullshit. Some people really like the nape of the neck. Well, that I would file that under like vampires. Vampires are a common fetish, you know. I know there are some people who just live their life as vampires, kind of, you know, like they'll like drink blood and puncture each other's necks. That part sounds a little dangerous, but you know what? As long as no one dies, I guess no harm, no foul, right? Valid. And army on its way. Please no. Please no. Honestly though, stomachs are pretty cute. Stomachs are pretty cute. Yudi always delivers. I try. Maybe someday I can even help you guys deliver your children. Because as I've said many times, go forth and multiply. Go forth and multiply. We need to expand the cult. So if I become like, what do they call them? Wet nurse? If I become a wet nurse, I will always deliver. Not only streams, but your children. Who can then come to my streams. Isn't that wonderful? The cycle of life. I'm good, thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. I am. Thank you. I'm a vampire and never go outside. We just call that a neat, actually. Or a Vtuber. Fox, no cat. No, here's the secret. I was always part cat. I would faint, to be honest. Is that for like the blood drinking? Personally, I've always been a little squeamish around blood. Not my thing. The other day when I went to get some blood work, I'd have my husband remove the band-aid for me because I was scared it would still be all bloody and gross because I couldn't do it. I know I'm little baby. I know I'm baby. I'm not embarrassed by it though. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. If you work from home, you're not a neat, just a shut-in. Good point. Okay, you're a shut-in. You know, I feel like I probably give like the vibes of a shut-in or a neat, but I just want to make it very clear that I do touch grass every day. And I know that's shocking, but I'm telling you this because I want to be an inspiration. You too can go touch grass every day. I believe in you. Just walk outside. You don't have to talk to other people. Just leave the house, lock the door, take the dog out for a shit. Take your partner out for a shit if you're into pet play, I don't know. Get creative with it. VTubers are neat, subclass confirmed. So true. I wondered what the vestments were about. I'm down for some cult activities. Yes, we are most definitely a cult. Unironically, if I had like a second go to rename like the fan name, it would definitely be like cultists or something. I think that would be really funny. It's kind of fucked up, but I'm gonna give myself a pass on that one and say it's just funny and endearing. It's a lie, but blood is nice depending on where it's flowing from. I can kind of guess from that what you mean. And you know what? That's respectable. Rare, but very respectable. I don't touch grass. I touch concrete. That's valid. That works too. It's good for you and the dog. Exactly. Good for you and the dog, or good for you and the partner if that's what they're into. Is it weird to be into vampires? No. I think this is my very educated and based on science guess that like 90% of people are into some kind of humanoid, not human thing of some sort. Like vampire, fairies, robots, monster girls, furries, you know? Like anything. Aliens. Shapeshifters, you know, I kind of see those all as in like the same category, but just different subsections. Kind of like how BDSM is a huge category with like hundreds of subsections. It just, you can say you're into it, doesn't mean much because there's so many things. It could be 10,000 things. Mine tastes more like iron. Blood does taste like iron. Blood does taste like iron, that is true. Sexuality has been ingrained in vampire portrayal from the start. It's normal liking vampires. Yeah, there's also that. Like the depictions of vampires, like originally like sucking blood and stuff, it was supposed to be erotic. And I think I once saw it described as like kind of like an allegory for sex. So like the vampires drinking your blood is like you're having sex with the vampire kind of vibe. And yeah, I will say I've definitely read like some horny like webtoons or visual novels where the blood drinking is just like, yeah. So he drank my blood and then I came. Valid. Live your best life, bestie. I need a dog to walk me. So true, so true. Lots of people are into werewolves. Yeah, werewolves, pretty much just like a type of furry, but yeah. Vampires, werewolves, furries, there's a lot of overlap there, surprisingly. It is very much a sub and dom fantasy, the vampire thing, so I get it. Yeah, there's also that. There's also that. Lamia are where it's at. Snake ladies are a gift. I like the more monsterish monster girls. I think they're pretty cool. No, I once found this dojin, and it was like, the nurse from Silent Hill. That was kind of a good one. Not gonna lie. Couldn't tell you the name, but it was good. It was good. And then there was the other one where it was like a dojin, and it was like inspired by the ghost that comes out of the TV type of thing. It was like inspired by that. That was a good one. And there was another one that was just like a monstrous ghost lady haunting this apartment, and the dude moves in because it's cheap. Also a good one. Monster girls, I approve. Eldritch Lovecraftian abominations are hot too. So valid. Who isn't into Cthulhu? Hello, Chevy. How are you doing today? Yeah, like an old weird mating ritual. Kind of. And there's also like the exchanging blood with a vampire turns you into a vampire thing, which is actually it's kind of weird now that I think about it. Maybe I won't go into that. Blood drinking is erotic in like 90% of vampire media, both modern and classic. So true. Imagine a sub-vampire. Those are like the vampires that the other vampire turned. Those are the sub-vampires. Remember there was a vampire in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? There was? That seems random, but I believe it. So, you preferred centipede women over lamias? I can't say I've ever seen that, and I'm not sure I want to. Centipedes are like in that one category where they just have too many fucking legs for me. It kind of grosses me out. I'm sorry. There's a yaoi manga about a sub-vampire. I'm sure there is. Western dojins are really not what I seek, but that sounds interesting. It was not. None of the ones I mentioned were Western. None of them were. At least not as far as I know. I'm pretty sure they were translated. Nurse and Girl from the Ring aren't really monstrous though. The nurse maybe not, but the ghost girls that I mentioned were pretty monstrous. They were pretty monstrous. One of them definitely did not have like a human face. I remember there was a movie my brother never wants to watch since the trailer gave him nightmares. Horror movies do be like that. I really like horror. I really like horror, but a lot of people don't. What's yaoi? Yaoi is like, yeah, it's gay porn. It's gay porn, but comic form. It is the male equivalent of Yuri. In Guilty Gear, Nagori Yuki is a vampire. I'm 90% sure Alphat pegs him. That is valid. That is valid. That's what we like to see. That's a good fetish too. Pegging. Live your best life. Live your best life. Give him a good peg. Hello, Edgy. How are you doing today? Okay. Where was I? Okay, yeah. Kleenex. I can only assume this was the same person who came back to the stream. But it was like playing this game a week or two ago, and this person came in and started asking me about fucking Kleenex. And if I would mail them a used No. So that's when I found out that there's a Kleenex fetish. And it gets strangely specific. Like Kleenex getting stuck in a vacuum. And this one got kind of disturbing because I was like, I don't get it. But then I thought about it longer and I realized, wait. So you have like the vacuum sucking on the Kleenex and it's like snotty Kleenex or something, then it gets stuck and I'm just like, oh god, oh no. So anyways, I probably shouldn't have even shared that thought process because I wish I hadn't come to that realization. That's just weird. So anyways, that was the day I learned there's a Kleenex fetish. Now, I would say use tissue fetish, but they were very specific that it was Kleenex. So, yeah, and then not too long ago, somebody came back in my chat mentioning the Kleenex. So again, I can only assume it's the same person, but maybe there's just like this community and they're just all into Kleenex. Maybe they trade Kleenex. That's, you know what, whatever floats your boat, but please don't ask. Please don't ask random YouTubers to send their dirty tissues. It's gross. That's gross. Both yaoi and yuri aren't necessarily lewd though. Yeah. So it's kind of confusing, but originally I do think the terms did mean specifically like sexual content. And the non-sexual content was like shoujo-ai and shonen-ai. But I think yaoi and yuri just kind of became like catch-all terms at some point. But I could be wrong. I am just 69-year-old fox. So it's hard to remember sometimes. It's hard to remember. Allfit can peg me any day. So true. So true. You go get your ass pegged, Andrew. You enjoy the fuck out of that. Doing fine. I ran into the pegging stuff. The fudge. Yes. Pegging. Yay. Kleenex fetish. So true. So true. I'm also pretty into the Kuchisake Onna. Realistically, she would absolutely just bury me, but I want to comfort her and make her feel beautiful. Is that the one with the split mouth? Oh wait, just a second. I think... Okay. So, we may possibly have an extra long stream today. If I feel like my throat is up to it. Apparently my husband is doing his racing game at 3. Normally I would end the stream around 2:30, but I mean, if he's gonna be doing his car thing, I may as well just keep streaming for as long as I can. So we'll see. Maybe this will be an extra long stream. Who knows? Okay, where was I? So yeah, Kuchisake Onna, is that the one with the split mouth? Sorry, I was just checking my messages. The Kleenex community has targeted you. I hope not. I will not give anyone my tissues. I like bug-themed monster girls. That is so valid. I think moth girls are pretty hot. If I was like in a situation where I was like being signed onto a Vtuber company and it was like, you must become like a monster girl, but like an insect monster girl, I would pick the moth girl 100% of the time. I think that's attractive. I think that's super attractive. Also, I think moths are kind of cute, just like in general. Not in a creepy way, but just in like as far as insects go, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. I don't know if you've already covered the crush fetish. I did not. I am aware of that one, but I am kind of avoiding that one because that, and specifically like the bug fetish, like not monster girl fetish, but like actual bugs. Those two topics, along with the one involving like real animals, those are three fetishes I do not want to discuss because thinking about them for too long makes me uncomfortable. Okay, those three we will not talk about. Beauty gets the ick from them. That's all there is to it, okay? Am I here to judge you for what you like in fiction? No, I just don't want to think about those ones for too long. I want to have fun this stream. That's all, okay? Just to clarify. Just to clarify. Things are heating up in the Kleenex fandom. They should just trade tissues. They should just trade tissues with each other. Problem solved. Just an endless supply of whack material. What do you think about anti-furry? You mean just like, not as like a fetish, but just like people who are specifically going out of their way to hate on furries? I do think that is childish. I do think that is childish. Yeah. To be fair, I don't have an issue with people making like one-off jokes about, ew, that's gross, but it's not like specifically a furry thing. That's an anything goes kind of joke. But when you keep going out of your way to like harass people to make your disinterest in things known, I think that's a dick move. I think that's a dick move. I don't go into other people's communities and tell them very specifically that I do not like the thing they like. I think that's just mean. I think that's mean. I think that's mean-spirited. It's my honest thoughts. Trust me, I'm into some weird shit too. It would upset me if people came in specifically just to talk about how they don't like that. That would hurt me. That would hurt me. Shoot, where was I? Translate to slipmouth woman? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What if kink shaming is your kink? I'm sure you can find someone whose kink is being shamed for their kink, and you two can pair off together. That way, no one is being hurt, and consenting adults are doing what they enjoy. I think that's a safe way to enjoy kink shaming as a kink. I've never been pegged IRL before. Most people have not been pegged. Shocking fact. Shocking fact, I know. Fucking love moth girls. They're so fluffy looking. Yeah. Yeah. There's one VTuber who has a design like that. Juniper, I think. I love her design so much. I love it so much. She looks so good. I'm sure she draws her own models and rigs them too. So very talented. Very talented. I could be wrong, so don't assume I'm correct, but I think she might also do some yandere content, if you're into that. Yeah, Juniper Actius. Do bug monster girls even bone normally, or do they just lay eggs and expect you to it depends how deep into like the monster girl fandom you are. I think, because I'm pretty sure there are ones that just lay eggs and stuff like that and eat you. Since moths are cute but also annoying as fuck. So true. So true. It's the topic is weird fetishes. Famous Spanish painter Salvador Dali was caught many times fapping in public. Yeah, that's exhibitionism. Exhibitionism. Here's my thoughts on that. Only do your fetishes with consenting adults. Exhibitionism generally involves a lot of people not giving their consent, so I would consider that an asshole fetish. Please do not do that. Now, if you manage to get like a group of people together in your backyard to act it out, fair game. Fair game. There's safe way to do most the weird shit, okay? But just consent. Consent is important. That's all. About to say that Dally, enjoy that. Yeah, that's exhibitionism. Thank you for not discussing those. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. I heard moth girls are so cute. Yes, they are. Why would you hate a furry? They're chilling. Yeah, I think it's leftovers from like a different time on the internet and a different culture, and it just kind of never died off. I don't want to get too much into that because it involves a certain website. And I don't like talking about the website because it tends to kill vibes. This chat talking about boning monster girls and stuff. I just want cuddles. That is so valid. You know what? I think it's a very nice and sweet fetish to just want to be loved and comforted and have someone to do normal couple things with. I think that's a good fetish. Shoot, where was I? Yeah, exactly. When people go into posts of thick milkers and say they want pics of smaller ones, like, just go, why are you commenting here? You know what's funny? Someone did that in my stream chat the other day. It's really funny you use that example. I had someone come in. So I think it was when I did the full body show off during one of the just chatting streams, and they were just like, I don't know why people like them so big. That was their like one comment in chat. It's just like, thanks. To be fair, I wasn't hurt or anything by that. It's just kind of like, I mean, could have said a billion other things. Could have said anything else. I personally don't like being humiliated. I would cry, to be honest, but someone is into it. Yeah, there's so many things that people are into. Respectable. You do you, bestie. You live your best life. Just find someone to do it with safely. I'm at the inanimate object part of the fetish. Oh, okay. That's valid. No worries. No harm, no foul. I just wanted to address that specifically because people had asked about other things as well. So I just kind of wanted to address the three that I did not want to talk about. But yeah, inanimate objects. I would kind of put that under the giantess/giant label, which we will get to eventually because that is on my list. She makes more model than she does streams. That's valid. There's so many ways to be a content creator. I got pegged behind my local Cracker Barrel was pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. I respect that. That's a spicy story. Hello, Dom. How are you doing today? Hello, Marina. How are you doing today? Thank you. Thank you so much. Where was I? My ex was really into choking and hitting. I always just sort of did it because she wanted me to, but I was never that interested. So, that's a surprisingly not super rare fetish. But I will say things like, just things in general, like those two things, you need to be very careful. I would say even if somebody asks you to do them and you're into them, or especially if someone asks you to do them and you're not into them, you do a lot of research beforehand to decide if it's worth the risk. Because people have died from doing those things improperly before, and you kind of need to keep in mind that there's also not really a correct way to do them. And by correct, I mean safe. There's not really a safe way to do them. Just, you know, just informed consent. Informed consent, okay? Be careful. Be careful when you're having fun that you don't actually hurt someone. Even if you say we were just doing it for sex, the police will not care, okay? The police will not care. And also, presumably, that is someone that you care about on some level. You don't actually want anything bad to happen to you. Be careful. Be careful when you have fun. Hello, Reginald. How are you doing today? Okay, where was I? Can't remember if covered this, but mommy is the big one for me. Okay, let me put that on the list. That was not on my list. Mommy / daddy. That's a good one. That's a good one. I have many people who come into chat and call me mommy. Yuri, where do you read your doujins? I will let you in on a secret. I do not read doujins anymore. I gave up doujins once I got married. But honestly, I just used to go to Reddit. I'm not gonna lie. I was too lazy to go through like anywhere else. Too much work, too much hassle. I figured Reddit's probably okay. They probably filter it enough. I'm not gonna lie. That's the most boring answer. Hand-holding is based. Hand-holding is based. It is so based. Everyone talks about fetishes related to certain fandom while I read about historical figures' kinky taste. You know what? That is valid too. That is valid. If you're just doing that for fun, that's cool. But if you're like specifically doing that because you're like, hell yeah, you know what? Good for you. More respect. More respect. How big are they, by the way? Oh. Yeah, for those who haven't seen. Okay. There we go. We saw them for half a second. I know we're gonna get the same thing as last time, where people just go, Jesus Christ, in chat for a few seconds. Okay, wait. While you guys do that, I'm gonna get some more water and I'm gonna take a piss. So be right back. Be right back. I gotta pee, okay? You guys discuss among yourselves, and once I'm back, I will catch up on the 30 messages in chat. Be right back. Well, I'm back, but I still can't find the fucking ant. So I'm still stuck in here somewhere and I don't know where it is. I just hope it's not near me. Okay, where was I? Sorry, let me scroll up. Little off topic, but what about succubi? That is not off topic. That is such, so like sex demons. That is a big fetish. That is a big fetish. They are like literally just creatures that fulfill your every sexual dream and desire. That is so valid. That is so valid. Sex demon, it takes your soul by sex. So true, so true. Knew someone who was into rough hands. That is interesting. Okay, no, I'm not gonna go down that line of thought. I can kind of see where they were coming from though. Like a texture thing. I can understand the texture. Valid. That was always my favorite, having your soul stolen. Also, if they want you to do it, then she doesn't like your performance. Yeah. Oh, that was your fear when you were doing the thing you mentioned, right? Sorry, I forgot. And also, if they want you to do it, then she doesn't like your performance when you do it. She can go and say you hurt her and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's many reasons you should have informed consent before doing rougher play like breath play. Always be safe and informed. The giantess fetish was what I was going to ask next. Don't worry, we will get there. What do you mean the married woman doesn't collect porn? You gave up dojins? Respect. I did. I did give up dojins. Hello, the set 4 kid. Hello, chicken nugget. Hello, soul 4S. How are we doing today? No one watched Pacific Rim. I have not watched Pacific Rim. People taking my innocence slowly. So true, so true. Where was I? Booba? Yes, Booba. Pacific Rim theme play. So true. Why you gotta zoom out the moment I joined? Because I had to pee really bad. Ooh, that's one I should put down. That's one I should put down. Pee. Darn it, my throat is getting sussy. Just a sec. My throat is getting gunky. Do you think that's someone's fetish? Gunky throat? Like, you have someone... You know there's like the feeding fetish? Where the fetish is to just like give someone a bunch of food and watch them eat it and they're just like, fuck yeah, I gotta jork it. What if there's a gunky throat fetish? Where the thing is just like, you give them a block of cheese and they eat the cheese until they just have to keep clearing their throat and can't really talk. Like the throat gunk and just like, sassy throat gunk. I don't know. The sad part is the more about it I say, it just seems realistic. You cannot post links in the chat. Links are blocked. Links are blocked. Where was I? I just realized the lo-fi playing in the background. Yeah, that is a custom background music that I commissioned. This has been the most interesting stream I've seen in a while, to be honest. You know what? That's exactly what I want people to walk away from my Zatsu streams thinking. So thank you. Thank you for the feedback. The Vor ASMR videos won't be forgotten. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why Vor is actually not on my list of discussion. Because I've talked about Vor so many times before, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. Which, to be honest, is probably also someone's fetish. It's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yudi zooming out always got me pogging. Does it get you pogging or pegging? Anyways. Some people are into breath play, but just careful guys, just be careful. How weird is time stop? Like, it's very unethical, but it's also impossible. I would say yeah, it's one of those fetishes you might read it, but you don't really want to tell anyone that you're reading it. Valid. It's all fictional, so it's valid. What are the big 3 you don't want to talk about? Animals, bugs, and crushing live creatures. Those are the 3. None of those. Hello, Count Doku. How are you doing today? We are doing very important things that are much more important than helping the Super Earth. We are helping spread the cult of beauty through educational talks. Yes, Yes. We are educating people. Okay, so next topic. Very important. This is a very special fetish. It is expansion. It's you got a person and they slowly expand over time. And by over time I mean very quickly they expand like a hot air balloon. Yeah. Do you ever put popcorn in the microwave for too long? Or did you ever put like a mozzarella stick in the oven for too long and then the cheese kind of comes out because you fucked it up? I think expansion is kind of like that sometimes, you know? Hello, I. How are you doing today? Hello, Axel. How are you doing today? Here again. I just love your vibes. So valid. So valid. Become interested in this avatar. Thank you. Thank you. I like to think my avatar looks very nice too. Bowberry moment. I'm going to assume that's somebody who does expansion stuff. I wouldn't put weight gain and expansion in the same category, but I would put like weight gain in the same category as like feeding. But I don't feel like I have much to say on those two, because those are just kind of fetishes where it's just like, just be careful. Just make sure you don't put your health in danger. That's all. But expansion is just like a fantasy thing where it's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, if you're into it, all the more power. It's just, there's something about like a human hot air balloon that usually pops that is just fascinating and a little funny to me. Like that's the end part that's kind of gross. But I mean, if your fetish is not specifically the person expanding, but that you're increasingly running out of room to like be in the same room as someone, you're getting squished and you're just like, oh man, I love it when my balls are squished. Valid. That is so valid, bestie. That is so valid. There are worse things to be into, baby. Possibly. I wish my future wife would be into face sitting. That's a common one. That's a common one. Is that a goth girl who's standing up for herself from being fetishized? No, that's my fetish. Strong, independent woman, that's my fetish. Bowberry is a drawing. Bow made of herself with the blueberry fetish. Oh, oh, is that from like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like that kind of blueberry thing? Holy shit. Oh my god, that was probably so many people's awakening. Holy fuck. I never even thought of that. Holy shit. Wait. Did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory start the expansion fetish? Holy shit. That's wild. That's wild. I just went to check the rest of your channel and thought I'd give one of your ASMRs a try. First one I clicked ended up being a feet thing, Lamau. Very topical. Yeah. Yeah, I've done feet ASMR with my real feet that I lost when I started this stream because feet aren't allowed in this stream. I only give the realist feet ASMR. I actually like have to wipe down the 3DO afterwards because I touch it with my feet and that's kind of gross. Blueberry girl from Willy Wonka got people into expansion. Yeah, that's a horrifying realization. Wow, California girls coverage, so true. Blueberry is fetish is what happened with the girl. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Guys, getting kicked in the balls is a real fetish, by the way. Yeah, there's a whole artist, like a whole ass artist, who's devoted to drawing fetish art of getting kicked in the balls, specifically for Astolfo from Fate Grand Order. So they just have like a set of images, which, as far as, for all I know, they're still making them. It's just Astolfo getting kicked in the balls by like dozens of different characters, female characters specifically, and that's all it is. It's just that for that one character. Same with people getting pushed down a flight of stairs. Okay, that one I did not know about. I did not know that was a fetish. I thought that was just like a mystery webcomic trope with people getting pushed downstairs. I didn't realize that was a fetish. What if they were all written by the same author who's like trying to hide their fetish in plain sight? Ball busting, so true. Yeah. Okay, ball busting can be CBT, but CBT is another one of those, like, overarching themes that doesn't necessarily mean ball busting. It could mean a lot of things. It could also mean sounding. If you don't know what that is, I do not recommend looking it up. If you know what sounding is, I've just re-traumatized you, probably, unless you are one of the rare people who are into that. I don't even want to talk about that for too long, because thinking about it seems uncomfortable. Hello, traveler. How are you doing today? How about sandwich for? What's sandwich for? Like, what differentiates sandwich for from just regular vor? I've never heard of that. What's femcan? Oh, like feminine cannibalization? Is that what that means? Food transformation. I haven't heard of either of those. You know some very niche knowledge. You know some very niche stuff that I've somehow never heard of them. Y'all still talking about arms? No, we're not talking about arms. Wait, Astolfo is the one being kicked? Yes. Astolfo is the one being kicked. I admire the artist's dedication. Me too. Me too. I respect artists who only draw one thing and get really good at it. Yeah, they're artists high quality, but unless you like ball busting, it's probably not for you. Totally watching that ASMR later after I get home from work tomorrow morning. Good for you, good for you. That's what I made the video for. For the people who are into it to be able to watch it. Honestly, ball kicking / busting is just the DBZ fusion of masochism and emasculation. But well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't think sounding is CB. It can be. It can be. It can be. It could also just be a thing you were doing for yourself, I suppose. But it can be. It's, I don't think it has anything to do with the prostate always. Always. Maybe sometimes, but I don't think it usually does. Did sounding ruin the rifling in the rod? That's spicy. That's spicy. Saying don't look it up is... No. Okay. Some people will say don't look it up is like a taunt. When I say don't look it up, I mean you probably actually should not look it up. I'm not fucking with you. Hi Slayer, how are you doing today? Some good old... Yep. Dronification is also a part of transformation fetish. You guys are teaching me so much about subsections of, like, fetishes that I never even could have thought of on my own. So when we say dronification, do we mean, like, regular drones, like you'd see, like, delivering a package from Amazon kind of thing? Or, like, turning into, like, a warrior drone type of thing? Like the Borg from Star Trek type of thing? Or is that, like, its own thing? Is there a Borg fetish specifically for Star Trek? I feel like you would know. I don't know why, you just give me those vibes. You specifically, perfect fan. Just you. But, okay, that does kind of bring us to our next topic, which is not transformation specifically, but, like, form change. I wasn't sure how to word this one. But I just thought this was, like, a really kind of funny, totally harmless, but funny fetish I found. Which is where, like, you have, like, an image of a woman. And on one side of the image, she's just, like, a normal-ass white woman. Like a middle-aged mom white woman. And then on the other, she's suddenly, like, a goth lady. I don't know. Like, you know, that's just, like, an example. And there's, like, in-between images of, like, the slow transformation. Sometimes her body type changes completely with it, but you're supposed to think it's like the same person transforming wildly. You guys know what I mean? I don't remember what that's called, but it's like some kind of like form change image fetish thing. I've always thought that was just really wild. Bimbofication. It can be bimbofication, but I don't think it always is. I don't think it always is. It's the implication is not that someone is being like bimbofied necessarily, but that they're being like slowly transformed, kind of, sometimes magically, but gradually. I don't know. I don't know. It can be, but not always specifically that, I don't think. Yeah, like progress pics. There's that, and then there's also one that is not necessarily slowly changing, but it's just like kind of happening over a few seconds. Unless that's always bimbofication, there's no like other terms. In which case, okay, fine, I concede defeat. Where was I? Okay, hear me out. Hair job. That sounds uncomfortable, but I guess if you're into that, valid. Is gender swap a fetish, or is it just not one? I would say it is. I would say it is. If it's something that you're specifically into, I would say it is. There definitely is an audience for that. I know that for sure, because I've seen like dojins that were specifically that. Turning a human into a shoe. Is that a you know, I don't want to... Oh god. Okay, let me put it like this. You know, you guys know how Silence of the Lambs is like a popular horror movie? I've never been able to watch that because there's a cannibal and there's a scene in it that I just know would make me physically ill. So like thinking about like humans being turned into shoes, that maybe not that. Turning into some programmed machine. Tronification is more about the programming affecting the transformed, like a machine flavored mind control. Okay, I see. I understand. Hello, Ruthless Meh. Hello, Shadow. How are you doing today? I just woke up to this. Why? Because I can. Because I can and no one can stop me. New word discovered, bimbofication. You are well. There's bimbofication ASMR. Today I learned. I think that's also part of transformation fetish. Yeah, that would make sense. There's probably like a split off where it's half bimbofication, half transformation. I wonder if you've heard of food transformation fetish. Kind of like how Android 21 from Dragon Ball can turn her opponents into food, or in her case, sweets, and then eats them. I had not heard that. I'm glad she turns them into sweets and not chunks of meat, because that would be really gross. Corruption, kind of similar. Corruption works too. Is it weird that I like listening to erotic ASMR? No. I mean, if you think about people who watch porn, probably most of them prefer to listen to it with the sound on. So I think it just kind of goes along with that people like erotic sounds. I think that's just natural. I would say like 99.9% of people like listening to erotic sounds. If you are someone with any sort of sexual attraction, you probably like those sounds. It's just a natural reaction if you are able to hear, I think. You know, it's funny because if you think about it, smells of sex are probably not something most people enjoy. I mean, while you're doing it, can you smell it? Probably not. But afterwards, if you like leave the room for too long, then come back in when the door has been closed, you can smell it. It's just like, ooh, shit, that's kind of stinky. It smells like someone's been holding hands in here too long. Not so sexy. Funny how that works, right? Sounds great. Smells, throw it out, burn it with fire. Turn on a candle. Sorry, burn a candle. Where was I? What's your channel about? What isn't my channel about? So you just suck on hair? No, I don't think you're sucking on the hair. I think you're wrapping the hair around things. But I don't want to think about it too much because that seems very uncomfortable. I would say I'm into gender swap, but I think the more likely reality is that I'm just trans and haven't fully gotten comfy with that. You know what? That is so valid. I've actually heard of multiple stories from trans people that were like, yeah, I was really into gender swap, like dojins and stuff like that before I realized I was trans. That would not be the first time I've heard of that. That reminds me of Quake 4 or Scorn at that. Oh, the cannibalism stuff? Not my thing. Hello, Aram YouTube. How are you doing today? Bimbification is a brand of transformation. Okay, that's valid. That's valid. Thank you for clarifying that. That's Majin Buu, the pink chewing guy. Oh, for turning people into sweets? Makes sense. Yummy water. Oh, that's what you meant when you said water. You meant water. I thought... I had no idea what you meant. You still haven't yet? Drink your water, yes. Hydrate or dehydrate. Especially if you're like me and you talk for multiple hours straight, just sitting here talking the entire time, please drink. Please drink so you don't die. Hello Takashi, hello Canary, how are you doing today? I'm sure you can hear it, but my voice just, it keeps flickering between being able to talk at full volume and sounding a little dampened, so to speak. It's because of my throat. I need the water to soak into my skin, become moist. I don't have any. Go get a glass of water. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere fast. Age progression, / regression, gender bending. There's way too much stuff that's part of the transformation umbrella. You know what? I didn't even realize that those would be under there, but you're right. That makes sense. That makes sense. That is so wide. Hydration fetish. Hey, you know what? I would say like 99% of people are also into getting wet, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Plants like a flower fetish. Now, like a human-sized flower or just like a normal ass flower on the side of the road? That's my question. Does peach count as plant fetish? Like princess peach? Or like a fruit peach? Because it kind of looks like an ass. You know what? This is giving me flashbacks to the grapefruit thing, and I don't want to think about that so much. Hydration is hard as fuck. So true. So true. We like people who keep their throats nice and wet and moist. Good job. Good job. Oh Jesus, then what do gardeners think? Good question. Hello J Batman, how are you doing today? No, but piranha plantas. That reminds me. Okay, so last night, me and my husband watched the first episode of Dungeon Meshi, and there was like these man-eating plants, and the girl gets caught by the plants, and afterwards he's just like asking her if it felt nice to be caught by the plant that put seeds under your skin. I shit you not, that's what happened in the first episode if you haven't seen it. All I could think was, oh yeah, that's a fetish. And there were other plants that like digest people. I'm just like, that's definitely a fetish. Someone's into that. Someone is so into that. Got your channel on shorts yesterday. I subbed you. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Anytime I hear someone drink water, I just automatically respond with water. Valid. So valid. Is liking out-of-touch rich women a fire fetish? I wouldn't call it a fire fetish, but if that's what you like, valid. Grapefruit, that sounds painful. You gotta cut it in half first and do the stuff to it, but hope your day was good. My day was good, thank you, thank you. The plant versus zombie plant. Damn, what a mouth on that plant. It's fucked up. Dungeon Meshi is a real good show. We're only on episode 1, but it seems interesting so far. I look forward to seeing more. The only problem is we watched it after dinner, and that was a mistake. We should have watched it before dinner. Watching it after dinner just made me want to eat hot pot. Yeah, the grapefruit technique. It's certainly a very distinct sound. So, okay, our next topic. I don't even know where to start with this one, because as far as I know, it's not like a big fetish. like it's pretty much just like one guy's fetish. And it is rich white lady buying Wonder Bread at the grocery store. If you know, you know. Basically there was this guy on DeviantArt, or maybe it wasn't even just DeviantArt. He would just go around commissioning artists to draw white women at grocery stores buying Wonder Bread. That's the fetish. Some person, at least one, was really into that. I just think that's really interesting, so I wanted to give a shout out to that guy. It's just funny. Hello Lars, how are you doing today? Hello, I love Alice, how are you doing today? I can't lie, petite feet make me feel some sort of way. That is valid, that is valid. Some people like big feet, some people like small feet. Some people like big hands, some people like small hands. You do you. The plants are defending themselves. Fetish in what sense? Fetish in the sense that it is a thing people like, I guess. When does that laugh? I have heard it described as laughing backwards. And the other day it sounds like a One Piece character laughing, and I think someone also once compared it to a hyena. You can choose how you want to describe my laugh. Oh my god, I know that one, yeah. White women in particular. Yeah, specifically white women as far as I'm aware. Like, very specifically. I have no idea why the whole Wonder Bread thing, really, though. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just saw some rich-looking white lady buying Wonder Bread and he was just like, damn, I'm so hard right now. As a German, I refuse to call Wonder Bread bread. That's so valid. What's Wonder Bread? It's just a brand of generic bread. That's all it is. It is normal-ass white bread. That's all. Oh god, Wonder Bread Man. He's got to be the only person the absolutely insane Chad Man ever denied a commission to. I did not know that. I did not know that. Wonder Bread is a brand of bread. Yes, it's literally just that. It sounds like you're gasping for air. I promise I'm not. I promise that is my laugh. I have a few different laughs. That's the one that most often comes out on stream. I do not do it consciously, it does what it wants, okay? The woman doesn't matter, it's all about the Wonder Bread. It sounds like a scenario rather than fetish. No, I'm pretty sure it's a fetish for that one guy. I'm pretty sure it's a fetish, just because he commissioned so much art of it. It's just insane. Describe your laugh as adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much. You saw his mom buying Wonder Bread, and the rest is fruity in theory. Probably. Sometimes I wonder what childhood trauma gave me my fetishes. So that is a fun thing. Because they do say that a lot of fetishes stem from, like, an incident in someone's childhood. But, yeah, I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't actually think I'm into all that much weird shit, so I can't think of anything. Or rather, I struggle to. Other than the one I have the 12,300 subs thing for. I wonder how many people have a fetish about women's footwear. I don't know about, like, shoes specifically, but women's feet is definitely a common-ish fetish. I think somebody earlier said it was about 16% of people are into feet. At least the laugh isn't a diesel engine. Hello, God. How are you doing today? I'm also glad that my throat isn't a diesel engine. Hello, Angelina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Mod. How are you doing today? No idea who you are, but I subbed because I simply must know what this stranger online's fetish is. That is so valid. One more towards the cause. Looking at your avatar made me realize it has a big head. My head is normal size. It's my boobs that are oversized, but thank you. Hello Death, AKO, and how are you doing today? How are you doing today? I haven't seen you before. Well, now you have. Just like that one meme where it's like, have you seen this fox? Now you have. Forehead check. No, I do not have one. I have... Okay, so where my eyebrows stop, my brain immediately starts. So there's not actually a forehead, just like brain. But my hair covers the brain. And the hair is coming out of the top of my brain. So no forehead. No forehead. Hello, Question. How are you doing today? The vast majority of my fetishes involve wanting control over a situation or wanting a woman to unconditionally love me. So it's not hard to see where mine come from, to be honest. Yeah. You know what? I'm sure a lot of people developed some interesting fetishes during COVID just from wanting to be able to be free to make their own decisions and not stuck inside and shit. Or, you know, just someone to hold hands with. So valid, so true. What things do you have written down, by the way? No. If I start reading off the list, we're gonna start going off into like 20 different discussions in an unorganized sense. I just know it. You guys are, like, each one of you is going to pick one thing I say to latch on to, and I'll never be able to rein that in, and I will be stuck catching up with 50 bazillion chat messages. Don't worry. Don't worry, we will get there. We will get there. How about paying off the debt to a mafia queen? Valid. More power to you, bestie. More power to you. Fetishes stem from an incident. I don't necessarily think that's universally true, but I think for the most part it's probably true. That there's probably a reason that everybody likes what they like. Also, where my Yonzeta lovers at? Probably a bunch of people in chat, actually, because I do a bunch of Yonzeta ASMR roleplays. Normal-sized head and forehead. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks. My mistake, your avatar has a long head. That's just my huge brain, but thank you. Yes, big brain. Big brain. No Yonzeta lovers here. We're all visiting our girlfriends in the mental asylum. So true. So true. No forehead, only bangs. So true. I am big brain. And my entire brain is made up of 1/4 of a brain cell. So it's really quite impressive. You know how, like, in the old games, they'll have, like, the model and they'll have, like, a 10 by 10 fucking texture pulled over the image? That's what my brain looks like. What's the point of the fetish for smart people? Good question. Good question. I don't know. Maybe you just think it's hot that they can calculate inside their brain the exact distance their cum is gonna shoot out. I don't know. Good question. Good question. I'm just a casual Yonzeta enjoyer, that's all. So true. So true. Indom is a wild fetish. I think so too. But I can't say I would complain if people just gave me a bunch of free money just because they like giving people free money. Some might call that a fetish. I call that generosity. Where was I? Yonzeta do be a keeper. So true. Except they actually lock you up. Yeah, so they're a keeper out of obligation. So true. So true. You only know what you like in bed is because someone else did it to you first. Sometimes true, but you could have also seen it in porn or something, I guess. Oh yeah, shout out to the Yonzeta lovers. Good for you. Yonzeta, I don't even care about the stabby, I just want to be loved. So valid. We've got the two sections in chat here. The people into the Yonzetas and the people who are just like, I just want to be held. What is the difference that makes between like a Yonzeta and a stalker? So, Yonzeta implies that they have romantic feelings for you And they also aren't necessarily actually stalking you. It's just like obsessive love. Okay? So they could be acting totally normal, but secretly have like a shrine of you in their bedroom kind of thing. They might not actually be stalking you. Those could just be public photos from your Facebook or something, I don't know. Whereas a stalker is like following you everywhere and journaling your movements and stuff like that. And they don't necessarily have feelings for you. They could be trying to harm you. They could be trying to break into your house. You know, anything along those lines. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. How big is her head if we take the hair and ears out? You don't want to think about that. You don't want to think about that. What does this topic extend to? So much. So much. Hello, Winter. How are you doing today? They could do my taxes. That's a good fetish. Mm-mm. Fetish for having a tax accountant. Brain reveal? No. What's considered a vanilla fetish? Just like things that 99.9% of people would like erotic sounds, boobies, butt, pee-pee. I would say that's pretty vanilla. True. I'm just a casual Yandere enjoyer. I definitely do not have a 500 plus Yandere ASMR playlist. So valid, bestie. So valid. And Dom isn't just taking money in return for it. You have to demand more. So true. So true. What if I want both loved and fun time? That's probably most people. Sometimes you can weird out the yandere and they could lose all interest in you. Yeah, there's also that. It stems from an obsessive love. So it's not like you can't just make them not love you. People who like yandere and people who just want to be held are the same people in different levels of desperation. Stay single? If you want to stay single, that's valid. But you know, if you want to date someone, Big Sis supports you finding true love. And you know what's even better? Because you can share my streams. You can share my streams with your lover on your separate devices. And that suddenly doubles the view count from your household. And I think that is so dope. Can't even talk to a girl properly. How am I supposed to get a yandere one? Well, that's the fun part. Most of the time, you don't actually have to talk to the yanderes. They just find you. What are you rating blood fetishes? If you're into it, you're into it. I don't think that's the weirdest fetish. Oh god, do my taxes on my bed. So true. So true. Femboys or femmen? Those are so valid. Me personally, big into femboys. Like, I think Astolfo is pretty adorable. Yuri, are you straight or bi? I am bi, but I am married to a man. I am married to a man, but I am bi. Femboys, so true, so true. Femgirls, have you heard of, actually, I don't remember how it works. Tomboys, femboys, so valid, so valid. Beauty matchmaking people to get double the views. Yeah, so here's the issue. I want you guys to have happy, long relationships. If that's with another little fox, that's great, but ideally it is not with another pre-existing little fox, and instead you go out on the street and find someone there who's not already watching my stream, so that you can then get together and bring them to my stream and it's a new viewer. Go forth and multiply. There's a difference between you wanting to date someone and the person you want to date not wanting to date, period. True. Creating new little foxes. Exactly. You get it. Okay. I'm sorry. I need to get more water. My throat, I've been talking for 2 hours and 20 minutes. My throat is starting to get in that I need fast hydration period. So struggle with me, okay? Struggle with me. Before I go, I will tell you our next fetish that you guys can start discussing while I'm gone. And the next fetish is puking. Specifically, puking in someone else's mouth. And you want someone to puke in your mouth. That is the fetish. Please start discussing while I'm gone. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimashita. Okay, we're back. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Have you heard of human furniture fetish? I have actually. I have. But unfortunately, I don't really know much or enough about that one to discuss, but I am aware of it. Adopt a fox girl from the shelter instead of getting one. Yeah. I have very sensitive skin, so I have a lot of fluffy blankets and pillows. You could say I'm a pillow princess. No clue what a pillow princess is, but I have pillows, so it should be alright. If you're serious, like, a pillow princess is just someone who just basically just lays down during sex and they do not move. They are never on top. They are always on bottom and they don't contribute. It's some people like that, but usually if they call you like a pillow princess, it's supposed to be like an insult. Yes, and then you go forth and multiply and you have your children watch the stream. And now there's 3 viewers or more per household. And then that's how I really make it big. Thanks, little foxes. Thanks. Puking? Okay, that's wild. Nah, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just can't. And then they were gone. You can't just drop that bombshell and then... I can't actually. I can and I did. Puking into alley with the voice. The yummy treat that cannot be beat. So true. How are you doing today, Frakara? We gotta decide though what exactly the puking could. What do you mean? It's puking. There is no meaning to it. There is no meaning to it. People like the plague from Dead by Daylight. I'm just going to assume that the plague pukes. I mean, someone being used as a chair or table by their partner. Yeah. No, it's just. I feel like that's kind of like a subset of BDSM usually. And I don't know. And or maybe you're just really into exercise and weight training. I just don't know where to go with that one. That's all. It's a very dead end for my brain. I just can't think of anything I can add. Hello, Graham. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's like that bird mother feeding her chicks. You know, I guess that's one way to put it. Not sure I'd fully agree, but comfy bed or solid bed? Definitely comfy bed. I'm not a huge fan of firm beds. It's just uncomfortable. Vomit, that one was the case in 1,000 Ways to Die. That's exactly where I found it. You are correct. I got it from that one episode of 1,000 Ways to Die over a decade ago. Yeah, some guy had like someone puke into his mouth and there was like a chunk of hot dog or something in his puke and then he suffocated to death. And that was how I found out that there's a puking fetish. I'm not joking. That's apparent. I mean, I'm assuming it's a real story. I suppose I could have made it up, but that was on TV and I saw that. It could be different things other than just vomit. You never... I guess it could. I guess it could. Puking like mouth to mouth? Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. The Hunt is from Dead by Daylight. I've never played Dead by Daylight, so when you talk about these characters, you will have to describe them to me. People usually like what they like for a reason. Like the plague from Dying Light stems from the disease fetish, transformation fetish, and mind control fetish. Can't think of a reason someone would like puke. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Puking, are you the one giving or receiving? I mean, I guess both. I mean, I could see there being like a fetish for both points of views. So I guess ideally you'd want to find someone who's into the opposite point of view that you're into kind of thing, right? This is high IQ stuff. Hello, how are you doing today? Portals? Anybody? You know what? It's funny. I was playing Portal 2 the other day with my husband on stream. Is there a portal fetish? That would kind of be like the getting stuck in a wall / hole fetish, right? Because that is on the list, and we will talk about that later. Hello, Vix. How are you doing today? Imagine the guy's family up. Yeah, that would have been a really awkward conversation. there are whole weird things that can be considered a fetish. Like there's the thing with people who like to chew on ice and add things to the ice. I did not know that. I did not know that. I really don't think Dumb Ways to Die is based on real stories now. I know that there were some that were made up, but I do think there were some that were real. Possibly. Dead by Daylight killers go hard. So true, so true. I say about the game I've never played. I've read The Funniest Guide to World Building. First you take your fetish, then you add your current obsession. Boom, a world in culture. A world of big titty fox girls. Favorite color? Pink and black. Pink and black. It's just the feeling of puking. I can't understand it. What's smexy about it? I mean, some people are into pain. Puking is pretty painful and uncomfortable. I guess there's that. I am very tired. Mood. Imagine a guy laying on the couch while his girlfriend is sitting watching a movie. Wait, what was that about? I feel like I'm missing a message. I can't see the other message, so I'm just going to assume YouTube yeeted it. Portals are indeed a fetish. Can you elaborate? And by things, I mean bodily fluids. There's a forum surrounded by it. I saw Vine Sauce look at a few years ago. Haven't looked up since. I have no idea how popular it is, or even if it's still up. Oh, okay. So you mean like, that one cookbook type of thing. Gotcha. I don't remember what it's called. There's a whole cookbook for like semen. You mean stuff like that and other fluids. I gotcha. Oh, for human furniture. Gotcha. Yeah. No, so the reason I don't have anything to contribute is because I just feel like a big portion of the human furniture thing is not actually all that sexual. Like, sure, it kind of is, but it also kind of isn't because it's so mundane at the same time, you know? Pink and Black didn't know Yuri was an edgelord. Points at my just chatting streams. Okay. I would never actually like identify as an edgelord because I think that's kind of cringe. But let's just say I'm weird and I'm not afraid to be weird. I know a few people with a huge fascination with portals, mainly combined with chastity and okay. I got you. I think I remember reading a doujin kind of like that once. I understand now. Never mind, that makes sense. Body fluid fetish is crazy. I'm pretty sure those are actually relatively normal ones. And by normal, I mean fairly common compared to other fetishes. I shall not elaborate. I'm going to vanish now. Thank you for stopping by, God. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Portals can enable infinite green energy. That's so hot. So valid. Cookbook for what now? For fluids. Yuri is the Lord of edging. Hello Chase, how are you doing today? Huda is a pretty common fetish, I would say, in the doujin community. Hello Flappa, how are you doing today? Yeah, I know about the whole fleshlight thing. Some people want to be the fleshlight from what yeah. That kind of also goes into like the wall/hole fetish also. Somehow we skipped part of the list and made it there. Damn, now I don't really have much to talk about with that. Portals are just long-range glory holes. Yeah, I can see that now. Life is too short to resist your own weirdness. Good for you. Yeah, I can only do this on stream though. This isn't really a conversation I could have over dinner. Self-suck? That is so valid. That's literally just masturbation with extra steps. Bluetooth glory holes. Hello, honey. How are you doing today? Everyone asks, what is Yuri doing? But I'm here to ask, how is Yuri doing? Yuri is doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Did she say Fuda-based? Someone else mentioned it. Someone else. We have had 2 people mention Fuda separately today. It's vanilla for the most part, so that is understandable. Human furniture. Thank you for talking about it, even if just for a little bit. I try. I try. I just, some things my brand of creativity just kind of blanks for. You know? But yes, I absolutely was imagining just like somebody sitting, laying down, and they're the chair for the dinner table while the other person is just eating dinner mundanely. Completely clothed, nothing sexual for them, they're just eating. I guess the person who's the chair is, I don't know, maybe they're enjoying it, but they're trying not to make sounds because chairs don't make sounds, I don't know. I don't know. That's the most I can contribute to that. This is stuff I can never talk with IRL friends about. Understandable. It's vanilla for the oh, sorry, I already read that. You have a different family from mine. Love Sense needs to hurry up and spec into portal technology. That might be a few decades away, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Stepping on Legos fetch. Is that a real thing? Is that a real thing? Yuri, is your fang like an actual tooth or is it one of those skin fang things? So on my 3D model is a skin fang, but on my actual live 2D model, it is an actual fang. So it's kind of a swap. So I guess if you want to decide which one's canon, that's totally up to you. We already mentioned the white women buying Wonder Bread. We actually mentioned that earlier. You just missed it by a few minutes. Thank you for stopping by, Lavender. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Eduardo. How are you doing today? Is giantess considered a fetish or a fantasy? So fantasies can definitely be fetishes, so it is on my list. It is on my list. Schrodinger's tooth. So true. So true. What about NTR? What's your opinion? So I kind of view NTR as basically just like a wholly fictional thing. I've read NTR before. I used to be into NTR dungeons, but I just don't actually see them as like a real thing. Cheating is a real thing, and I think that's an awful thing to do. But NTR is just so far off reality, at least from the ones I've read, that it's just, I don't know. It's just, sometimes I would kind of want to put it in like the mindbreaker mind control category. That's how far divorced from reality those situations seem to me, if that makes sense. But I guess you'd only get that if you actively read NTR. If you're just so disgusted by the idea that you've never touched it, that's valid, but you probably won't know what I'm talking about. You'll probably just be confused. Real and skin fangs are both cute. So true. So true. No, I'm not going to stop anyone from reading what they read in fiction. I'm not the judge and jury. You read what you're into. I just think it's important to make a distinction between real and fictional. That's all I'll say on that. Lamau, Blonde Woman, Wonder Bread mentioned. I mentioned it earlier. It was written on my list. NTR is cringe and beta. Yeah, most people do not like NTR, and I'm not going to blame you for that. I just think it is extremely divorced from reality, as far as genres go. Just my opinion. You can like it in porn and not IRL. Yeah. What about cucking? How do you feel about those? If you're into cucking, more power to you. I don't see that one like NTR though, because cucking is a real thing that people do. I mean, if you happen to find someone, if you're into being cucked, and you find someone who likes cucking, then it sounds like you're a great match and you're gonna have a great sex life. Fucking S-tier sex life, good for you. But I certainly do feel bad for the people who think they're into cucking and then realize they aren't. That must be shitty. That must be shitty. That said, I remember reading one doujin that was somehow both cucking and NTR. That was interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. Some of the NTR just makes me feel sad, so I usually avoid it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Seems like the NTR doujin artists do put a lot of work into the stories themselves. But to be fair, it's probably just the same few artists who are really into it. Yeah, some of them are definitely sad. Some of them are definitely sad. By the way, do you live stream often? No, I live stream every day. I live stream every single day. What's your accent? I can't quite place it, and that's strange. Don't worry, you are not the first person who's been confused. I am from Canada. I don't live in Canada anymore, but I am Canadian. I lived there 99% of my life. I have a Canadian accent. And I do say some words funny. Mario, pasta, bag. What else? What else do I say that people make fun of? There was something else I just can't remember right now. I'm sure the people will put it in chat if they can remember. I shall now disappear. It was fun being here. Thank you for stopping by, Aaron. Enjoy the rest of your day. When was the last time you read a book? Good fucking question. It's been a long time. Actually, no. It hasn't been that long. I started reading Final Fantasy VII, Tale of Two something, I don't know. The novel that takes place between the two new Final Fantasy remake games. I started reading that, and I was almost done Tifa's chapter. But my book is stuck back in Canada, so I can't finish it. That was probably like a year ago, or even less than a year ago. So that was the last book I read. Gotta get the extra info on the games. Who even made the NTR genre? Who fucking knows? Is there a fetish based around juice? There probably is. Question, will this stream be saved to your YouTube? Yes. I'm not planning on getting rid of the archive. I mean, I manually have all of my live streams demonetized. What are they going to do? Extra demonetize it? Are they going to take money that I haven't been earning? No, I'm going to leave it up. You guys are free to watch the VOD. Honestly, NTR's best part is just having some conflict in the story. That's an interesting way to look at it. If that's what you're looking for in your doujins, is some actual plot. Can't believe Canada is real. I know, right? I'd like to visit Canada one day. It's an interesting country. A queen is also a thing. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head, though. Hello, Canadian. I am Owls. Hello, Owls. I am Canadian. Strange that your accent sounds very New Jersey, Midwest mix. No, I'm from Canada. I'm from a very, like... Sorry, water. I'm from a very rural part of Canada. We have kind of like an interesting mix of accents there. For instance, like my aunt kind of has like an accent like this, but my parents have an accent more similar to me. So it's kind of like a mix of accents and like an intersection of like city and country. Yeah, I know my accent is funky. Cumflation and pegging. We've kind of talked about pegging. People keep bringing up pegging. I think we have a lot of people who like getting pegged in chat, and that is so valid. Good for you, bestie. Cumflation. We talked about inflation, but not cumflation. I feel like cumflation is a very straightforward fetish, you know? Hello, Gregor. Hello. Oh, no, I already said hi to you earlier. You just haven't been talking much. Never mind. How are you doing today, Greer? I don't fully get NTR and get confused by it sometimes. What does it even stand for? NTR stands for Neto Rade. Neto Rade. What is the thing that makes people like it? Good question. Good question. What about Queen of Spades? Oh, that's kind of like the Wonder Bread fetish, isn't it? I don't think that's a common fetish. I think that's a very specific niche. Cute voice, thank you, Annabelle. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Took me a bit, but I can tell the exact inflection. Took me a bit, but I can tell the exact inflection you have upon your accent. That's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to watch this again, see what I missed before I got here. So valid. So valid. And also a very valid question. Because some less brave people might unarchive a stream like this, but me, I don't give a fuck. Well, have you done a live stream topic around phobias? I have not, but I do frequent just chatting streams every week, so that could be a topic we do. Like, what's it called? Trypophobia, I think. It's like a fear of like many holes around each other. If we did like a bunch of topics like that, that could be fun. Can you do an ooh voice? Ooh. I don't know, something like that. My voice is a little hoarse because I've been talking for almost 3 hours, so forgive me. It's not in peak condition, but I did my best. Yes, I can go decently high-pitched. More so when my voice isn't fucked up. I don't mean to sound rude with the accent stuff. No. I didn't take it that way, don't worry. No, I just think it's very funny and kind of cute when people can't tell what my accent is. A lot of people just assume I'm American or something, which isn't a far off guess anyways. Actually, interestingly, where I lived was kind of close-ish to the American border, so that might also kind of mess with the local accents where I lived. Trauma dumping is a kink. So valid, so valid. Love me some conflation, so valid. I think it would be someone confused on what they were feeling if they had never been allowed to vent before and thought the warm feeling was them getting Aww. Phobias as kinks. I am scared but horny. Okay, you know what? I think that might be more of a survival instinct than a kink. I don't know if anyone else has heard this, so I'm not sure that this is like actually a fact. But I have heard that sometimes, like, if you're dying, you'll just have like a spontaneous ejaculation kind of thing. And it's like a survival instinct. I don't know. Is that true? Is that not true? You guys are the scientists. I'm your assistant. You tell me. Is that true? Did I make that up accidentally? Was I lied to? I don't know. I have that phobia. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Like eldritch monster girls. So valid. So valid. Definitely if it was near Minnesota, that would explain some of the Midwest sound. I don't know off the top of my head, but it could be. It could be. Survival nuts. Why is the throat clearing so cute? That's surprising. I don't think I've heard that before. Survival ejaculation. Fight or flight cum. So true, so true. That happens when you are being hung. It's called the hanging death erection. Oh damn. I didn't realize it was like that specific. I did hear that people can get extremely horny when they feel they're dying and have energy to spare. Okay. I'm glad to know I didn't just accidentally make that up. Okay, guys. Here's here's the deal. My throat is getting rough. We're approaching 3 hours. So I am going to unbottle my list of topics we were going to cover. We are going to speedrun these. I want each of you to keep your ears open as I read these, and the one that sounds most interesting to you, I want you to pick that topic and start just yapping about it in chat and telling us weird shit about it. Okay? While I catch up on chat. I need you guys to assist me, because I need to conserve throat energy for the weekends, or else I can't stream tomorrow and the day after. Okay? Deal? Thank you, little foxes. Okay, here we go. Scat and stuff like that. Tickling. Giantess / giant / getting squashed by big person. Stuck in the wall / hole. Dragons fucking cars. Bondage. Yonzera. Mommy / daddy. P. And then I have one that just says Google more. That's not very helpful. Okay, ignore the Google more. We'll change out Google more for free card. Free space. You tell me what you want to talk about. Well, when the blood can no longer go to the brain, it's gotta go somewhere. So true. Hello, Carolina. How are you doing today? I'm sorry you're sad. I hope you feel better soon. Honestly, real question is, would you get with a monster girl? And if so, what kind? I would not get with a monster girl, and the reason is simple. I am married. I do not think my husband would be happy if I left him for a monster girl. That's the reason. But if you want to know what my favorite monster girl is, Moth Monster Girl. I think that's pretty hot. Okay, I see chat kind of popping off. Just give me a minute. I enjoy the reactions to just saying scat. Just other people saying scat. Hot dog bread. Yeah, food. Like food you can do things with that are in certain shapes. I can see that. That's interesting. But here's the question. If you do with the hot dog bread, do you eat it afterwards to help prevent waste? Because that would be pretty wasteful. You wouldn't want to waste it, right? Like you do it with a piece of hot dog bread, or you do it with a grapefruit, or what else? Like a spaghetti squash or something. You have to eat it afterwards, legally, right? You don't want to waste. We're against food waste. Save the planet. Save the environment. So you eat it afterwards, right? Like I'm just clarifying with you people that you are doing it correctly, right? Speedrunning fetishes. Next stream we rank them on a tier list. Hello Duality. Hello Tara. Who else? Hello Luos. How are you doing today? Tickling sounds fun, an extension of BDSM. Probably one of the less dangerous forms of BDSM, with the only real danger being that if you got a weak bladder, you might pee, but that's not part of the thing, and you're just like, damn, that was a good tickle, but now I need to go take a shower. Unless you are into that, in which case it's just like 2 in 1. That's like a great fucking sale. 2 birds, 1 stone, 1 tickle, 1 piss. Uh-oh, I lost my spot. Shit. Being stepped on. Google more. Okay, Google more. Being stepped on. Being stepped on, that's a form of BDSM. You know what? That's just like an umbrella under being dominated. We've kind of covered like being dominated and wanting to be the bottom. So true. It's about wanting control in your life in some way. Do diapers count as scat? Only if you shit in them. I guess it also depends what you do with them afterwards. You know what? I'm not going to question it or think about it too hard. I like giantess, but not like cityscape big, maybe like, I don't know, 7 feet tall. Nothing to crush me fully, but perhaps hold me up. So, you like feeling like protected by a large giantess. That's cool. That's cool. Protected and or... Okay, no. You said not being crushed fully, but like death by snoo kind of thing. Understandable. Dragons times cars is pretty hot. So true. Everyone, In order to join the cult, you must admit that you are into Dragon's fucking cars. So true. So true. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing today? I'm still catching up with chat. I just see the new name. I agree. Don't worry, I will catch up sooner or later. Giantess / being squished. So true. People have breeding fetishes. I think a breeding fetish is one of the more common ones, actually. Because it's essentially just cream pie fetish, and cream pie fetish is just you have sex, but you don't pull out. I think that's pretty normal. I think that's almost as normal as a weird fetish can get, to be honest. Pissing is kind of hot in a weird way. So valid, bestie. So valid. I think there's a spectrum of giantess. It can go from good to not able to make a relationship work. You know what? I think you can make any relationship work if you try hard enough. It just takes a lot of communication and maybe a megaphone. The first time I ever hooked up with someone when I was 19 was an older guy that joked about how I wanted me to be more formal and call him dad instead of daddy. Okay, that's just funny. That's just funny. Stuck in a hole is hot for me because if someone cannot look at me, there's less performance anxiety. Okay, so what you're saying is you like the idea of someone stuck in a hole because you feel more comfortable. You don't feel like there's the anxiety of them watching you and thinking, damn, why is it so soft, bitch? Understandable. Understandable. Does Godzilla count as Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Lightning McQueen / Toothless Bodabillet. Oh, fuck, that really is Dragon's fucking cars. Holy shit. Moth Monster Girl is goated. So true. So true. Rule 34, yes, it exists. Uh-oh, I lost my place again. When you realize Scatman's true meaning, so true. I'd like to talk about our Lord and Savior, the God Emperor of mankind. That is me. That is me. I am the Emperor of mankind. Yuri Fanart. Send all you bitches here. If my wife left me for a monster girl, I'd understand, but also be extremely sad. Even people that I made up in my mind leave me. Aww. Aww. Okay, giantess is unrelatable, but if it's a tall and muscular woman like 6'5", I get that. Just eat me, you mother. I don't think that's giantess fetish. I think that's just big, tall, muscle woman fetish, which I think is also actually not as rare as one might think. I'm sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. You do indeed eat the bread. Good. Okay, I'm glad you guys agree that you cannot waste the food after you fuck it. Good job. Good job, little foxes. We're against waste. Gotta save the planet, one jizz at a time. I would find it kind of weird. No, it's normal. Yeah, eat it anyway. Eat it anyway. Speedrunning, doing the fetish. We are not doing the fetishes. We are talking about the fetishes. There is a huge difference there. I don't want anyone to mistake that. Probably on the list after the stream. I have not done anything weird. I have not done anything weird. No, some of you people in chat, you might be on the list, but me, no. Tomboy, so valid. Tomboy, muscly tomboy, so valid. Yeah, any food play I've done, I've ate afterwards, but it's more like using it as a target than for friction. Good. We're against waste. Save the environment. What about armpits? I feel like that's kind of like feet. It's not that weird. It's not that weird. So I've always found it kind of funny that people are like weirded out by like licking armpits. I don't think it's that weird, to be honest. People lick all sorts of other body parts. I don't see why the armpits get the flack. Especially if they're shaved armpits. Like maybe if they're hairy armpits, that could be a little gross because you might get like the hairs stuck in your teeth. But like shaved armpits, it's sweat. You're probably gonna lick that off the other body parts too. Y'all ever get sweaty tits? It gets everywhere, okay? It gets everywhere. It's just life. Accept it. Mind telling Sir King, did we hit 12,300? If we did, oh, we did? Okay, wait. Let me verify. Let me verify that you are not lying to me. Say, I trust you guys, but I also, trust but verify. Trust but verify. View your channel. Okay, we did. We did hit 12,300. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm glad we hit that before the end of the stream. But, and not to cuck you, let me get some more water because my throat is dying. And then I'll tell you, okay? Hi, Super Nothing. How are you doing today? Okay. Coincidentally, I ran into my husband at the watering hole while I was getting more water. So, okay. So we hit the 12,300. Therefore, I can tell you. This one is a new one, and it was an accidental discovery. It was an accidental discovery. Hello, Dennis. How are you doing today? So my husband was just like casually touching my ear, which is normal because it wasn't a sexual thing. It was just we were just kind of chilling there. Is the chat always very delayed? No, it's because you guys talk so fast that I can't catch up. There's not much delay. So he was touching my ear, but it kind of slipped in near the ear hole. And then I was just like, wait a second. That's about the extent that I'm going to describe it, but I didn't realize, yeah, the ear hole. I was just like, damn, that's just kind of hot. Nobody tell my husband. I didn't tell him about that. That was literally like 2 or 3 days ago. Ear cleaning kink? No. that was a raw, unprotected finger near my ear hole. Hello, Javier. How are you doing today? Hello, Dobie. How are you doing today? Ear penetration. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me try to catch up with chat. I'm sorry. Stanky pits. I mean, if you're into stanky pits, that's valid. But I mean, most people put on deodorant, right? I peed at my teacher's house once. I have teacher kink. Okay. Thank you for clarifying which part of that was the kink. I like a lot of disgusting or awful things. One of the few things I don't like is scat. I just don't understand it. That's fine. Most people have a natural aversion to shit. That's all I have to say about that. Being stepped on is a massage. It can be both. I've ate some donuts off of someone before, so... Okay, pro tip. Because I read a warning about this online. If you're involving food near genitalia, be careful that you don't put it on or too close to the genitalia because you can get a yeast infection from the literal yeast in whatever food you were eating. You can give yourself a yeast infection. Tickling is actually dangerous. If you tickle them enough, it can cause... I did not know that. Is that true? Is that actually true? I thought tickling was fun and cute. Well, I'm kind of concerned. Kind of concerned now. I'm glad that's not my fetish, and I actually hate tickling. It's very uncomfortable. Being chained to the wall. That's a form of BDSM. That is valid. That is valid. I think the fun part there would be you're like chained in a basement on a work day, so you can't go to work. Yeah, sorry. I can't come to work today. For reasons. Basically, I can't leave the house. Don't come looking for me. I'll be back tomorrow. People like bandage as a fetish, like bandages. I mean, I guess it's a fashion statement in a way. Dragon times bust, though. So valid. Shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's so many messages I haven't caught up to yet, and I lost my place. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, I can't find my spot. Never mind, I found it. Oh, and sneezing fetish is a thing. I can see it. Now, if you have a sneezing fetish, do you want to be sneezed on? Is that it? Hello, Magic. Hello, Veronica. How are you doing today? My main thing against dragons and cars is just the fact I can basically envision all the feeling you would get from the metal and stuff. That's just like a form of masochism, actually. Everyone has the breeding fetish. It came with your basic instincts. That's kind of where I'm at with that too, yeah. It's not job. It's not job. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. What about being a masochist? You know, I think a lot of people are masochists. I think they're more masochists than sadists. I also think it's kind of like an evolutionary thing at this point. Like, so much life is suffering that you better enjoy it, or you're just... I mean, you're getting fucked by life anyways, right? Also, dragon times cars is mainly guy dragons. They never do the opposite way around. That's interesting. I'll be honest, I am kind of scared of that subreddit, so I've only been on it once. So thank you for the clarification, because I'm certainly not going to look long enough to find out. What about the car's gender? Good question, good question. I'm not sure what that kink is, but I'm too scared to Google it, because you say it's scary. Armpits are soft and sensitive, it makes sense. Yeah, I really don't think armpits are that weird. Not licking them or doing like the armpit sandwich, I don't think it's that weird. I'm sort of good, I don't know. Well, I hope you feel better soon. To the point it's not just sort of good, it's very good. The hair is the thing for me for the armpits. I mean, most people shave, right? Most people shave their armpits. And for the record, no matter what you're... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the fucking microphone with my ring. No matter what your gender is, it's unless you have like a body hair fetish your partner does, it's always good to shave the hair because the hair makes your pits more stinky, okay? So if you want less body odor, just shave it. Bite the bullet, shave the hair. Your pits will smell better. Dope. You know what time it is? I do not know. Yeah, I disappeared. I disappeared. Best time to pop in. So true, so true. I got off of work just in time. Yes, you did. It would have been funny if I never came back. It would have been funny, but I did, unfortunately. I think body worship as a whole is just amazing. Showing how much you adore. Yeah, I think that's a sweet one. I think that's a sweet one. At this point, the fetish reveal is just an edging stream. So true, so true. Wonder. What? You want a bottle of water? There you go. There you go. New fetish discovered by Yudi, awarded the Nobel Prize. So true. So true. Ear penetration. Waffle? Yes, waffle. With those, the fluffy ears is kind of easy to slip. So true. So true. Okay, that's kind of spicy. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. That's something you just ask someone to do to you. Oh no, I lost my spot again. Shit. Where was I? Okay, not as far down this time. We're slowly catching up somehow. I'm good, definitely smiling a bit more. I'm glad. How is Yudi? Yudi is doing good, thanks for asking. We hit 12,300 subscribers during the stream. That was my goal. Kind of wasn't expecting to hit it, but fucking yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. 3-hour stream, longer than my usual just chatting. I can't lie to you guys, I'm holding in a mad piss right now, so I want to read chat faster. Where was I? Udio, no, don't give me a wet willy. Oh no, step husband, don't give me a wet willy. Funnily enough, I discovered some interesting clips involving that around the same time I discovered ASMR. Definitely a real thing few people enjoy. Yeah. I sure do hope your husband isn't here watching pretending to not be himself. No, he's busy. He's busy. When did everyone start watching ASMR? Great question. Do you have a kink around? No. No, strict no. Strict no. None of that stuff. Definitely not that kind of streamer. I stream for fun. Not for that kind of stuff. And I don't plan on doing streams like this super often. I just thought it was a fun topic once in a while. I like dirty jokes. That's about the extent. I have a thing for armpit and pubic hair. That is so valid. That is so valid. You're gonna make someone's life so much easier telling them they don't have to shave. Also, do not use spicy food near your genitalia. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. What about the belly button? You can like belly buttons, but please make sure you're washing the belly buttons before and afterwards. They collect so much germs and shit, you're gonna catch the fucking disease. Tickling is okay, but being tickled continuously over hours while not being able to move is dangerous. That makes sense. That makes sense. Imagine being accidentally locked up by your partner and they don't have enough time to get you the key. Shit. Who would tickle someone for hours, though? People who are really into that, probably. Shit, I lost my place again. Okay. I'm trying to think of the weirdest kink I've ran into. I've ran into someone having, at least in my eyes, I'm fairly sure it's mouth soaping. So he's specifically into putting soap in his mouth. You know what? The funny thing about that one is I can see exactly how that stems from childhood trauma. More power to him, I guess. That doesn't sound like it's for me, though. Talk about because on the borderline, it can, yeah, for obvious reasons, you generally need a healthy mindset and communication to do it. Yeah, that's also one of those ones where I strongly recommend doing a lot of research beforehand. I've heard that a lot of people re-traumatize themselves in the process thinking that it's helping. So please think about it very long and hard before participating. Big Sis just wants you to be happy and healthy, that's all. If you feel like you must do it, then you must do it. But beforehand, please research. If you have a therapist, please talk to your therapist. Thank you. Thank you. Big Sis insists that you do things as safely as possible, okay? I think 99% of guys don't shave their armpits. We should fix this. We should fix this. Don't be afraid to shave your pits, okay? You're not going to turn people off. You'll just stink less. That's a positive on the whole for society. Hey, if there's no odor, you can keep your pit hair, but if you really stink, consider shaving it. Thank you. This is a public service announcement. Uh-oh, my phone's running out of battery. This is an issue. We actually gotta hurry. Yeah, please also wash your genitals. For that matter, not even just your genitals. Any type of fold you have on your skin, please wash it. It will grow germs and smell bad and possibly cause you skin issues that you will regret later in life. Please wash yourself with soap and water. Thank you. Don't miss any spots. Just clean it. Thank you. This has been a PSA by Big Sis, who cares about your health. Body hair also works to help with bugs and parasites. Yeah. There are benefits, but it also makes your pit stink. Trade-off. Never really think about it as a guy. I bet. It's just as cute as I thought. Which, oh, but what? Is that what you meant? It helps with protection, but from the sun, not much use. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't help if those parts are usually covered anyways. What's the next goal? The next goal is 12,500. Do it in small inklings. The problem is I don't have a prize for you guys. Maybe at 1,500, at 1,500 subs, I will come up with something. And then again at 20,000. That was just a small for fun, silly goal. That's all, because I thought it was a little funny. I think ear licking is pretty common. Reach 15k, we discover a new fetish that not even Yudi knew they had. So true, so true. Goofy streams are a fun treat. I am trying to give you guys treats every week. I personally, I've been very enlightened by this stream. You guys have taught me things. Some things I wish I could erase from my mind. But others just very interesting facts. So I feel like this has been mutually beneficial. Speaking of needing the bathroom, what about the bathroom control? Yeah. Yeah, you can get a UTI from that. That is true. That's why I always advocate all my streams. Unironically, if you gotta piss, go piss. Don't hold it, okay? It's for your own sake. It's for the sake of your health. We're still alive, still there somehow, but I gotta pee real bad, so I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Can showers be a kink, or is it more of just a fantasy? Gold showers? I would say gold showers is a kink. People who are into it for specific pee-related reasons. People have a fetish for women farting on cakes. So true, so true. Big sis looking out for us. Yes, I'm looking out for you. Some people be selling their jarred farts. So true, so true. And I'm sure at least one of you would be interested in buying jarred farts. Good for you, good for you. Live your best life. It literally takes maybe a minute to remove pit hair with a safety razor. I don't see a reason to do it as much during the colder months, but during the summer, yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about in the very sweaty seasons. In the very sweaty seasons, if you're giving an awful lot of body odor, you want to get rid of some of that, just shave the pits. No one is going to judge you for that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Uni bathwater one? Never. Uni bottle of water, bustin' for real, for real. Bottle water. Mine's women sitting on cakes more. Valid. Unboxing stream one. What are we unboxing? We didn't talk about, yeah. Chastity, that's an interesting one. But I would kind of almost classify that under like edging. Because it's just a more extreme form of edging with a higher level of control, in a way. Gonna have to catch up on all the interesting stuff I missed. Yeah, don't worry, the stream is archived. You can go back and watch it. I must go now. Thank you for watching, Vix. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe now, so maybe I'll be here in the future. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I'm really sorry. I really gotta go. Can Yuri speak French? Oui, je peux juste un petit peu. Most Canadians do know French. Oui. J'ai mangé des bébés. Oui. Okay. For real. I gotta go real bad. Okay. So, the command is broken, but if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. Please do not continue the talk from the stream in the Discord. That is my only request, because the Discord isn't that weird. Keep it evenly paced in the Discord, relatively normal. If I start talking about weird shit, you can talk about weird shit, but if I'm not, please keep it tempered. Thank you. Alright. You're thirsty, go get something to drink. I'm gonna top off this water and gurgle it. Gulp it. I don't remember the word right now. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. If you're tired, no, just go to sleep. Yeah, I'm tired. I gotta piss. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Unscheduled.